A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure. Pour me a cup, Gracie.
You know, Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
That drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, Sandra Gould, Gail Gordon, James Backus, and our happy postman, Mel Blanc. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House. Yes, Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. Only 5 more days till Christmas, which means that Gracie has only 5 more days to disobey George and try to earn her own Christmas money. Today we find her in the office of Mr. Gordon, manager of a local department store.
I'd like a job in your store for the holidays, Mr. Gordon.
Very well, young lady. First, we'll fill in a few questions on this form. A name?
Gracie Allen.
The next question is male or female. I'm sure we know the answer to that one, don't we?
Well, I'm sure I do.
Female, huh?
Well, if I'm not, I've been wasting my money on 2-piece bathing suits.
Yes. To continue, your age?
Over 10.
Oh, come now. Surely you can make it closer than that.
All right. Over 12.
Let's do it this way, Miss Allen. I'll mention several ages, and when I reach the one you prefer, just say stop.
All right.
20?
Stop.
Stop.
And back up a little.
We'll just leave that question blank. Now, as to your qualifications, some people have the impression that during the holidays we hire anyone who applies, but that's not true. We demand previous experience. Have you ever held a permanent job in a department store?
No.
Have you ever held a temporary job?
No.
Have you ever walked by a department store?
Yes.
You're hired. Report to the glassware department.
Thank you for showing me around the glassware department, Sandra.
Oh, not at all, dearie. Oh, well, one thing I forgot to warn you about. There's a certain type of man customer you got to learn to brush off.
Really?
Yeah. Some men think a purchase entitles them to get intimate and take you out on dates.
Oh, my goodness.
Then there's a gentlemanly type that never makes a pass at you. That's the type you got to brush off.
But, Sandra...
Well, you just say to them, if there's something you was looking for, turn to it. Otherwise, don't annoy the clerk. Oh, well, there's the customer. I'll see you later, dearie.
Bye, Sandra. All right, folks, step right up and get your glassware.
Ah, so there you are.
Oh, darn it, George found me. Now you want me to quit. I'll just pretend I don't know him.
Gracie.
If there's something you was looking for, turn to it. Otherwise, don't annoy the clerk.
Just turn to it. You know what I'm looking for. My wife.
Maybe you should ought to try the complaint department.
Look,
Believe me, I'll bet your wife has plenty of complaints. Believe me.
That came from left field. Stop pretending you don't know me. I followed you down here.
Oh, so that's your type, following girls around.
I don't follow girls around.
Well, if you'd like to try it, Vitamin Pills is on the 4th floor.
Don't push me too far, Gracie. I'm trying to hold myself in.
Girdles is on the second floor.
Nuts.
Them's in the basement.
Now, see here.
Pardon me, I have a customer. May I wait on you, sir?
I'd like some water glasses.
Do you want the regular glasses or the plastic ones?
Well, I don't know. What's the difference?
Well, they look exactly alike, but the plastic ones are unbreakable.
Okay, pick me out a dozen of the unbreakable ones.
All right, now, let's see if this one is unbreakable. No, it doesn't seem to be. Let's try this one. They're tricky to find, aren't they? How about this one? We found one. Well, 11 more to go. Back in the rut again.
Miss Allen.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gordon.
Miss Allen.
Sorry, I'm busy now.
Miss Allen, what are you doing?
I'm picking out some unbreakable glasses for this customer.
You do not pick them out by throwing them on the floor one at a time.
Oh, you're right. I'll throw them all down at once and pick up the ones that don't break.
Miss Allen, no. Don't! Don't!
Well, what do you know? Only 2 plastic ones in the whole bunch.
Miss Allen, you're fired.
Ah, that's what I've been waiting for. Let's go home, Gracie.
Wait. What am I saying? I can't fire you. You broke $10 worth of glasses. You'll have to work 2 more days to pay for them.
Oh, no.
Oh, Sandra, look where I am.
Well, dearie, what are you doing here in the perfume department?
Well, I got transferred here to work out the $10 worth of glasses I broke.
You love perfume. Oh, what this stuff does to men. You got perfumes here that'll make George Bernard Shaw want to get married.
I think they sold some to the wrong Shaw.
Now, you take that perfume called Irresistible. Oh, no man can resist that.
Oh, yes, I noticed it comes in 3 strengths. Irresistible, positively irresistible, and come here, you jerk.
Yeah, and that ain't nothing compared to that purple passion. You give one whiff of that to the oldest, tiredest, most broken down man, and he'll go for you.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over the store for you.
The perfect type for a demonstration.
Huh?
Here, get a whiff of this purple passion.
Look, stop squirting that stuff all over me. Now, honey, come home with me. I want you to cook my meals and make my bed.
Gee, I never seen it work that fast before.
Will you go away and leave us alone?
Okay. Call me if you need help.
I will.
Not you. Him.
Now, look, Gracie. You're coming home with me if I have to drag you.
George, let go of my arm. Here comes the floor walker.
Is this man annoying you, Miss Allen?
Yes, he is.
Shame on you, you old masher, you.
I'm not a masher.
Well. Purple passion. Isn't that a little gay for you, Daddy?
Now, look here.
What did he say to you, Miss Allen?
He said he wanted me to come home with him and cook his meals and make his bed.
Did you say that?
Well, but you don't understand. I'm married. This woman is...
Oh, for shame. He didn't tell me that.
Why, you should be home with your grandchildren.
Now, wait a minute.
Well, I'll leave it to you, Miss Allen. Shall I call the store detective and have him arrested?
Oh, no. Not if he promises to go straight home and take his wife a nice gift.
Huh?
Like this $25 bottle of perfume.
I will not.
You will, or I'll have you arrested.
Well, okay, I will. Here's the money.
Oh, thank you. I'll send the perfume to your house. Goodbye.
Of all the double-crossing.
What kind of perfume will you send him, Miss Allen? Mad Love in Paris?
Well, I'm afraid Mad Love in Paris is a little optimistic. I'd better look for something called Handshake in Hollywood.
Skater's Waltz. Meredith, the ice is thick enough for skating on many a lake and stream tonight, and the snow lies white in many a village and town. Snow, well, that's a dream to folks out here and down south.
Yes, Bill, but a dream that becomes mighty real when you see Ernest Feeney's beautiful painting of a white Christmas in the new issue of Life magazine.
Oh, I've seen it, Meredith. Toward evening, the painting's called, and I guess it'll fit anybody's dream of the way Christmas weather should be. Because the story it tells of snow for the holidays is a real part of our Christmas tradition, like mistletoe and holly, like the Christmas tree and the Christmas stocking, a cherished and well-loved part of the American scene. You'll see this fine painting in our latest Maxwell House coffee ad on page 46 of the current issue of Life magazine. It'll make you realize how Maxwell House coffee is truly part of the American scene, too. We Americans enjoy coffee so much we've made it our favorite drink. More people buy and enjoy Maxwell House than any other brand of coffee at any price. North, east, south, and west, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. Now, flavor explains this nationwide preference, of course. The rich, satisfying Maxwell House flavor that results from the skillful blending of these premium Latin American coffees. Manizales for mellowness, Medellins for richness, Bucaramangas for full body, still other choice coffees for vigor. All adding up to great coffee at its wonderfully satisfying flavor peak. Starting now, why not enjoy the very best in coffee drinking pleasure? You can for just a fraction of a penny more per cup than you'd pay for the cheapest coffee sold. Just say Maxwell House. Always good to the last drop.
Perfume, get your perfume here, girls. You too can get a man if you let me spray your pants. He'll give you that mink if I make you...
Gracie.
Oh, back again, George. You want to buy some more perfume?
No. I paid the store for those glasses you broke, so you don't have to work here anymore. Now let's go home.
Oh, miss, could you please wait on... Why, Gracie.
Hello, Meredith.
You work here?
She did, Meredith. Another goofy idea to earn Christmas money.
Well, I guess the perfume department's the place to pick up a few cents. That's a play on words, George. Cent meaning a penny, and scent meaning the smell. Didn't you get it?
The smell I got. Oh, excuse us, Meredith. We're just leaving. Come on.
I can wait on Meredith first.
Well, thanks, Gracie. I thought my girl Goldie might like some perfume for Christmas.
Well, how about this? $20 an ounce.
Very well. I'll take a dime's worth.
A dime's worth? At least give a dram.
George, watch your language. Meredith, what kind of perfume does Goldie use now?
I don't know, Gracie, but it's dynamite. Last night I was playing Mother McCree on my flute for Goldie when she leaned in close and I got a whiff of that perfume. In an instant, I was transformed from a musician into a ruthless, desire-maddened beast, a caveman who wanted his mate.
Oh, Meredith.
It was all I could do to finish the chorus.
You're a tiger.
Well, then I grabbed Goldie and crushed her lips to mine. I couldn't breathe. My throat seemed to close up. I felt it clear to the pit of my stomach.
What a kiss.
Yeah, I should have taken the flute out of my mouth first.
I don't think so.
Meredith, that's some perfume. We'll have to find it. Oh, I know. I'll pour some on you from each of these bottles, and when we get to the right one, you tell me.
Very well.
Now, how about this one? It's very good, $30 an ounce.
No, that's not it.
Miss Allen.
Oh, hello, Mr. Garden. How about this, Meredith? It's $40 an ounce.
No, that's not it.
Miss Allen.
I'm busy now, Mr. Garden. I'll bet this is it, Meredith. $50 an ounce.
Miss Allen, put that bottle down. And you get out of here, young man.
Sir, if you adopt that tone, I may take my business to F.W. Woolworth.
Miss Allen, you poured $30 worth of perfume on this twerp.
Now, just a minute. I will not stand here and be insulted.
Boo.
Goodbye, all.
It's all right, Mr. Gordon. I'm taking Miss Allen right home.
You are not. She doesn't leave this store until she's worked out that $30.
Oh.
Oh, Sandra, look where I am now. Well, if you don't do more moving around, dearie. Now they got you in sporting goods.
Now I could hear. All right, folks, get your sporting goods. You can't catch a mackerel without fishing tackle. Without skates, even Granny can't fall.
Gracie.
Oh, George, you found me.
Yeah. And I paid $30 for that perfume you spilled. And now you're coming home.
George, let go my arm. The floor walker's watching you.
Well, I don't give a rap.
Well, Creeping Wolf is on the prowl again.
Oh, scram. Come on, Gracie. You're going home.
Oh, no, she isn't. You're not putting this bird in your gilded cage, Daddy.
Oh, yeah?
My, what a snappy comeback.
How would you like me to carry her out of here?
At your age, piggyback would be the easiest.
Look, I've had enough of you. Another crack and I'll slug you.
Don't wave your hourglass at me, Father Time.
Oh, yeah?
You crushed me with that smart repartee.
Gracie, you better call off this carnation carrier before I take him apart.
Well, I wouldn't try it. He's pretty tough.
Him? Tough?
Well, he's the only floor walker who's brave enough to go near the nylon counter without a pistol and a whip.
Well, I'm not going to stand here and argue with this floor walker. I'll go get the manager. You wait right here.
Oh, I do hate mashers. You call me if he gets frisky.
Yeah, thanks. I will. And now I'd better wait on this customer. May I help you? Oh, why, it's the postman.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Burl. Are you still trying to earn your own Christmas money?
Yes, I am. Can I sell you some sporting goods?
Yes.
How about some of these pool balls? They're wonderful if you have a pool and like to play ball in it.
No.
Well, how about a badminton net? It's great fun to go out in the woods and catch badminton.
No.
Well, how about one of these muscle builders?
Please, Mrs. Burns. A man with my superb physique doesn't need a muscle builder any more than Lana Turner needs false eyelashes.
Well, I guess you're right.
I'm here to get my wife Bertha a Christmas present. A nice punching bag.
A punching bag for your wife?
Yes. She's got me all punched out.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, here are the punching bags. Try this one and see if you like it.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Postman, hit it hard. Pretend that it's Bertha.
Oh, now I'm aroused. Take this, Bertha.
My goodness, you tore it apart.
Miss Allen.
Oh, hello, Mr. Garden. Try this bag, Mr. Postman.
Very well. Here it comes, Bertha.
Miss Allen.
I'm busy, Mr. Garden. Try this one.
Miss Allen.
We'd better forget the punching bag.
Well, now let's see. We have some nice baseball equipment. Wouldn't you like to hang a bat on your Christmas tree?
I'd love to, but she'd never hold still for it. Well, goodbye, Mrs. Burns, and remember, Merry Christmas.
Miss Allen, you've done it again.
Oh, thank you.
Well, here you are, Mr. Gordon. I want you to tell Gracie that she can go home now.
I will not. She'll work here until those punching bags are paid for.
Huh?
Miss Allen, of all the incompetent, irresponsible, addle-brained clerks I have ever seen, you take the prize. You've worked here 1 hour, and you have destroyed $75 worth of merchandise. Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
I'd like a raise. Oh, Sandra, look where I am now.
Well, I've never seen one clerk get moved around as much as you. Now they got you selling ladies' hats.
Yeah, and this is the best department of them all, Sandra. The first minute I was here, I sold 3 hats.
Haven't you sold any since?
No, I haven't seen any others I wanted.
You bought them yourself? Gee, how could you afford it?
I reduced the prices.
If old man Gordon finds out, he'll blow his top.
Oh, he's blown it so often now it's getting tender. Maybe he won't even look.
Oh, look.
What?
Well, there's that handsome radio and movie star, Bill Goodwin.
Yeah. You like him, Sandra?
Do I? He thrills me to my very foundation. Just look at the belt on him. He should do a dance with the fan. And I'm the fan he should do it with.
You're really crazy about him, huh?
Yeah. All over my room, I got pictures of him plastered.
Oh, he's coming over this way. I'll introduce you.
Well, Gracie, what are you doing here?
I'm selling ladies' hats, Bill.
See, you've got some frightening monstrosities here.
Yeah. I'd like you to meet Sandra.
Oh, Mr. Goodwin, I can't believe it's you.
I find you a little hard to believe, too.
Sandra's a terrific fan of yours, Bill. She listens to you on the radio.
Yeah?
Yeah. When you talk about Maxwell House coffee, I just sit there and perk.
Well, it's great coffee, Sandra. You know, Maxwell House is...
Oh, that voice. That beautiful voice.
Well, thank you. Maxwell House is...
And you're so handsome, too.
Well, thank you. Maxwell House is...
And so charming.
Thank you. Maxwell House
and
is...
so talented.
Well, thank you. Maxwell House... Well, you've barely scratched the surface, you know. I'll go on while you think of some more. Maxwell House coffee is rich, mellow, delicious, the result of careful selection and blending of choice Latin American coffees, radiant roasted to perfection.
Bill, Sandra's kind of lonesome. Maybe you could show her a good time, huh?
Oh, you bet I could, Gracie. You busy tonight, Sandra?
No.
Really want to enjoy yourself?
I'll say.
All right. Make yourself a big, fragrant pot of Maxwell House coffee. Settle back and enjoy it. You'll have a picnic.
Oh, Bill.
Well, she will, Gracie. She's bound to. More people buy and enjoy Maxwell House than any other brand of coffee in the world at any price.
But, Bill, it'd be a lot more fun if you'd help me drink the coffee.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Well, can you send your mother and dad to the Bijou Theater for the evening?
Sure.
Well, on their way, they pass right by my house. Have them bring me some of the coffee. Then I'll enjoy myself, too, you see, because Maxwell House is the very best in coffee-drinking pleasure, yet it costs but a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee you can buy. That's why so many millions of Americans insist on Maxwell House. These days, they know today's coffee buy is Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop.
Oh, Bill, you seem to miss the whole point. Sandra can be your girlfriend. She's unattached.
Well, call me when you get her assembled. So long, girl.
Well, Sandra, I better get busy and sell these hats, huh?
You know, I bet I could get a fellow like Bill Goodwin if I could afford to dress classier. Gee, what that big hat with the feathers and the fruit on would do for me. But it's $75.
Oh, well, I'll fix that, Sandra. It'll be cheaper if I tear the feathers off. There. Now you can have it for $50.
It's still too much.
Miss Allen.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gordon. It'll be even cheaper without the cherry, Sandra. There. Take it for $40.
I haven't got 40.
Got 30? No. 20? No. Take it for 10.
Miss Allen, that hat is supposed to sell for $75.
This old torn up thing?
Well, come on, Gracie. I paid for those punching bags. Now you're going home.
Oh, no, she's not.
Huh?
It'll take her 3 weeks to work out that $75 hat.
Oh, no.
Oh, Sandra, yoo-hoo, look where I am now. Well, what do you know? Now they got you in kitchen utensils. Honest, dearie, you move around more than a fella's arm in a dark balcony.
Oh, I love it here in kitchen utensils. There's so much excitement. A lady did a striptease here a minute ago.
Took off her clothes right in the store?
Well, she didn't mean to. I was giving a demonstration and I caught her dressed in the Mixmaster.
Things was never so interesting until you came. Well, I'll see you later, dearie.
Oh, such a sweet girl. Even if she does sound a little like Leo DeRocher. All right, folks, get your kitchen utensils right here. Take home a coffee pot this trip. It will please your husband's regular drip.
Oh, Gracie, I paid for that hat you wrecked. It took my last penny, but I paid for it. Now, come on. You're going home.
Oh, let go my arm, George. The floor walker's watching you.
If that guy says...
Well, it's old never say die. Why don't you give up, Daddy?
Oh, yeah?
Touche, you clever creature.
You talk big, but what would you do if I just took her out of here?
Well, I'd thrash you within an inch of your life if you had that much left.
That does it. Put up your hands.
Oh, George, please. When you get in a fight, you don't know your own strength.
I don't?
No, you always get murdered.
Well, don't worry. Just watch me throw this punch.
Oh, be careful. If you miss him, you'll hit that big pile of kitchenware.
Well, I won't miss him. Take that.
You missed me, Daddy.
Why, you... Mr. Burns, what is the meaning of this?
I had a little accident, Mr. Gordon.
Accident, my foot. You deliberately knocked over those pots and pans, and you'll pay for every dent.
But, Mr. Gordon, I've got no money left.
Then your wife will work here, heaven help me, until they're paid for.
I will not. I'm tired and I quit.
You do, and I'll call a lawyer.
You do, and I'll call George Rapp.
Gracie.
I'm going home. Goodbye.
Oh, Sandra, yoo-hoo.
Gee, Mr. Burns, they got you working here now?
Yeah. Till I pay for those pots and pans.
What a funny department they put you in.
You said it. Step right up, ladies. Just the thing for you to wear. These bloomers are $1 a pair.
This is Bill Goodwin. Till next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 preferred brand of coffee.
Always good to the last drop. Good night. Merry Christmas.
Wanted, a housewife who hates ironing starched clothes.
You're looking at her, mister.
May I tell you about Satina, the starched ironing sensation?
I'm listening.
When you add Satina to your starch, it gives every starched piece a slick, smooth finish. Your iron moves along like a breeze. No stubborn sticking or snagging, no puckers and wrinkles to slow you down. Every starched apron and dress, every precious tablecloth comes off the board with a rich, satiny sheen.
That's for me, mister.
Satina's for everybody who wants easier, better-looking starched ironing.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company. Bristol Myers, makers of Ipana for the smile of beauty, and Minute Rub, the modern chest rub, bring you the Alan Young Show. Friday night. And once again, we take it to the Little White Cottage in Van Nuys, California, where we find the star of our show, the young man who is young today and young forever, Alan Young. Alan isn't home. I wonder where he can be at this time of the year. I know, down at the department store, catching up on his last-minute Christmas shopping.
The store is certainly crowded today, Zero. Let's rest a minute, shall we?
Yeah. Gee, we've been shopping all day. How many gifts you got to get yet, Alan?
Now, I'll check my Christmas list. Let's see, I took care of Aunt Martha, Cousin Buster. Oh, here's one, Zero. I still didn't get anything for Lana Lane, that girl in the next block.
Oh, she's a beautiful girl, Alan.
Yes, she is. Last year, I gave Lana a sweater for Christmas. And she gave me even a nicer present.
What was it?
She wore it.
Well, Alan, I'm all through with my Christmas shopping.
You are, Zero?
Yeah. Just this morning, I sent me mother a Christmas present. She's such a sweet old lady.
What'd you send her, Zero?
Case of scotch.
A case of scotch?
Yeah.
Zero, you're supposed to send something to your mother that'll bring a tear to her eye.
This'll do it if she don't use a chaser. Say, Alan, did you get me my Christmas present yet?
Sure, Zero.
Would you tell me what it is?
No.
Would you give me a hint?
You don't tell people what you bought them.
Just a little hint.
Well, okay, I'll give you just a little hint. The gift I got for you is made out of leather, and it's got 5 fingers.
Alan, you bought me a cow.
No, I did not buy you a cow. I'm not giving you any more hints. Let's see this list again. You know, there's one present I left off this list. I wonder who it could... Oh, well, I'll think of it later. Let's go, Zero.
Okay.
Zero, stop staring at that dummy. Let's get out of this woman's lingerie department.
But, Alan, look at the strange things on this dummy.
Huh?
Why do dames have to wear things with all that elastic in it?
Well, Zero, doesn't do everything. Let's go out into the street, shall we?
Okay.
Ooh, quite dark outside, huh?
Yeah. You know, Alan, around this time of year, I get kind of lonesome for a real winter in New York.
You do?
Yeah. Back east, you walk outside and crunch the snow under your shoes.
Well, here you walk outside and squish the fog between your toes.
Well, I'd kind of like to see snow again.
Zero, I do believe you're suffering from a touch of nostalgia.
I told you we shouldn't sleep with them windows open.
Oh, never mind. Wish I could think of who I'm supposed to get that present for.
Well, Alan Young, good evening, good evening, good evening.
Same to you. Out Christmas shopping, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, got all my kiddies with me.
I see them all over there on the Santa Claus line.
Yes, the little darlings. Just look at them. Herman, you tell Santa Claus what you want for Christmas. And Joey, you let Santa out of the bag so Herman can tell him.
That's it, Herman. I didn't get a present for Herman.
Yeah, Alan, that's the present you were trying to think of.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, I want you to meet my friend, Zero.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Johnson.
And I'd like to offer you my felicitations.
Have they got marshmallow sentence?
No. Felicitations, you're just greeting.
Oh.
Mrs. Johnson, Zero and I have been shopping for gifts for your children. We forgot little Herman.
Well, now, it's nice of you to go to all that trouble, Alan. Those kids of mine are just crazy about Christmas. Yes, they helped Mr. Johnson decorate the tree yesterday, and they're so full of mischief. Do you know what they hung up on the top branch?
What, Mrs. Johnson?
Mr. Johnson. Oh, dear. He always had much fun with them.
Yeah, well, I did the same kind of things when I was a kid. But I was always a little afraid of my father. He was over 6 feet tall.
Well, he must have been a strapping man.
Used it all the time. Now, about Herman, is there anything special he wants for Christmas?
Well, Herman's been asking for a water pistol.
A water pistol, huh? Well, that's easy to get. Thanks a lot, Mrs. Jake. You know, you have a lot of children to buy gifts for, over a dozen.
Yes, over a dozen. And it seems like yesterday when Mr. Johnson and I first met. You see, we were contestants on Take It or Leave It.
Yeah. Guess you're still trying for 64.
Still trying for 64. I must tell that to Mr. Johnson. Goodbye.
Zero, I'd better run over to Mr. Waverly's gift shop and buy a water pistol.
Mr. Waverly?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you get it there. That Waverly is such a confusing guy. Well, look, while you're shopping, Alan, I'll go home and get dinner ready.
Swell. See you later, Zero. Ah, here's the gift shop now. Oh, there's Mr. Waverly. Such an agreeable man.
Good evening, Alan. Come right in.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Waverly. Dropped in to buy some toys.
Oh, you certainly picked a nice day for shopping, Alan. The stars are shining. The sky is clear. It's a beautiful night out tonight.
Looks a little cloudy to me.
You're right. Miserable weather we're having. Oh, yes, just look around, Alan. Pick out what you like.
Yeah, well, Mr. Waverly, I want to get a toy for one of Mrs. Johnson's kitties.
Well, you come to the right place, Alan. Got the biggest display of toys in town. Plenty of stuff. Yes, sir. Any kind of toys you want.
There isn't very much on the counters.
Just can't get merchandise these days. Oh, but I'm running a special on these dolls, Alan.
Yeah, well, I came here to buy a water pistol, Mr. Waverly. I wasn't thinking of dolls.
Oh, but Alan, just look at them. Strongest doll in town. Reinforced wires. Double-strength plastic.
They don't look very strong to me.
Yeah, drop them once and they break right in half.
Anyway, I want to give for a little boy.
How about a set of these toy trains? Engine has the biggest spring made. Can run for 10 minutes without rewinding. Goes and goes and goes.
Spring doesn't look very strong to me.
Never leaves the station.
Yes, Mr. Waverly, I just came in here for a water pistol.
Water pistol?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, they only got one model, Alan. It's not very good. Just look at it. Tin barrel. Cardboard trigger. Paper handle.
Oh, looks very sturdy to me.
Last a lifetime! Shall I wrap it up for you, Alan?
Oh, don't bother us, Waverly. I'll just take it the way it is. I want a Christmas wrapper at home. Here's your money.
Ah, thanks. I hope Mrs. Johnson's kiddies like it. She's got such wonderful children. Perfect little angels.
They do get into mischief now and then.
Bestiest brats in town.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Waverly.
Goodbye, Alan.
Such a stubborn guy. Oh, well, it's a nice water pistol I bought. But it's just like a real gun. Imagine me holding a real gun. I'd be like Jesse James or John Dillinger. Right this very minute, I'm holding up a bank.
Well, hello again, Alan.
You get outside, keep your motor running. Ooh. Mrs. Johnson just bought this water pistol for Herman.
Well, that's nice, Alan. I'm doing a little shopping myself. I just bought Freddie a bowl of goldfish.
Bowl of goldfish? Yeah, that ought to make Freddie happy.
Well, it'll make Herbert even happier. He's the one Freddie feeds them to.
Such a happy woman. Feel kind of silly walking around with this water pistol. Oh, well, I just live around this next corner. It won't be any... Whoops! Oof. Didn't mean to bump into you, miss.
Oh, that pistol. Don't shoot. Here's my purse.
What?
Here's my rings and my bracelet.
What?
Leave me alone, please. Don't follow me.
What? She left me holding my what? Hey, miss. She's gone. She thought I was trying to rob her. She thought I was a criminal. I'm not a criminal. I'm Alan Dillinger. I'm Alan Young. I'm not a crook. Hey, miss.
Hello there, Zero. Enjoying the Christmas season?
Hey, certainly, Mr. Wallington. I always do.
Have you bought presents for all your girlfriends?
Only one. A bottle of Fleur de la Cacklecar. Look what the label says. Open windows before breaking seal.
Well, that isn't anything to sniff at.
You're not kidding.
Well, good perfume does make a nice gift, Cyril. In fact, anything that makes a woman lovelier is a good gift. That's why I feel I give women a good gift every time I tell them about Ipana.
How's that?
Well, Ipana toothpaste helps make smiles brighter. And a bright, sparkling smile makes anyone lovelier. And it's really easy to help brighten your smile when you do this.
Brush your teeth with Ipana. And every time you do, put a little extra Ipana on your fingertip and gently massage it on your gums.
Yes, your teeth will be brighter, your smile more sparkling. For Ipana is designed not only to clean your teeth, but with gentle massage to aid in the health of your gums. Just ask your dentist.
A national survey shows that 7 out of 10 dentists recommend gum massage. Not only that, but dentists themselves prefer Ipana toothpaste 2-to-1 over any other dentifrice for their own personal use.
So why don't you start right away with Ipana toothpaste and gum massage? Ipana for your smile of beauty. Well, Alan Young was carrying home a toy pistol when he accidentally bumped into a lady. And thinking that Alan was a hold-up man, she turned over all her valuables and ran off. We now find Alan arriving home.
Zero. What's the matter, Alan? Look at the stuff I'm carrying. This bracelet, these rings, this pocketbook. You'll never guess what happened.
You were elected queen for a day.
You don't understand. I was walking down the street with this water pistol. A girl mistook me for a hold-up man.
Oh, yeah?
Imagine her thinking I was a bandit. I was just holding a water pistol. What's so funny?
I guess that makes you public squirt number 1.
No time for jokes.
I like that.
I don't care. Why did the girl mistake me for a thief? There's only one answer. I must have a criminal face.
Don't be silly.
I gotta face it, Zero. I'm the criminal type. With hard lines in my mouth, high cheekbones, weak chin, shifty eyes.
You got shifty eyes,
Oh,
Alan?
shifty eyes. I can look through both sides of a keyhole at the same time. This is my first step in a life of crime.
Oh, now, Alan, take it easy. This could have happened to anybody.
Oh, it's in my blood, Zero. Remember the stories they used to tell about my bloodthirsty ancestor, the pirate, No Ears Young.
Alan, he was a pirate?
Crookedest man ever sailed the 7 seas. He was so crooked, instead of a plank, they made him walk off a pretzel.
Well, look, Alan, if you're so upset about this, why don't you look into the bag and find out who it belongs to?
Open a lady's pocketbook? Oh, no. Oh.
Come on, Alan, open it up.
But a lady's bag has such personal things in it. Well, I might open it and peek right into her lady after.
Alan, that's the only way you can find out her name. Open it up.
Oh, okay, Zero. Yeah. Better empty it out on this table, huh? Well, that takes care of the change purse.
Well, Alan, can't you find her name or nothing?
Oh, here's a driver's license.
Gee, a woman's driver's license. Huh?
Yeah. It says, for sidewalks only. Oh, it says the California on it.
You were right the first time, Alan. But what's the dame's name?
It is Dolores Darling. Oh. Here's her phone number. Hollywood 27344. I'll call her right now. Just tell her I found it. Speak right up. Hello? Is this Dolores Darling? Well, I'm calling about some jewelry and a purse with your name in it. What? Yes, I found it. Found it. Just strolling along and I found it? Yes. Well, my name is Alan Young. I live at 947 Maple Street, and Oh, you're passing by this way later. Well, goodbye, darling. I mean, Dolores. She sounded kind of cute, Hero. Still, you can never tell by a voice on the phone. Some filthy rich updike. I wonder what he wants to show off today.
Well, you can talk to him, Alan. I got some work to do around the house.
Alan, I'm here. Just like the new Studebaker, I look good from both ends.
what are you doing out so early?
Well, Alan, I've been out shopping for mistletoe.
Mistletoe?
Yes, I can't wait to catch a certain pretty someone under the mistletoe.
Who, Hubert?
Me. I'm just going to cover me with excuses.
Hubert, I haven't seen you this happy in a long time.
Well, Alan, I'm just bubbling over with Christmas spirit. I just bought my Aunt Charlotte a dress made of ostrich feathers.
A dress of ostrich feathers?
I wanted something that would tickle her fancy. That was a winning one. But, Alan, the real reason I came over was to invite you to my Christmas party.
Yeah.
The Updike Mansion is being open to the public.
You mean you're going to let ordinary people walk right in?
Well, yes, of course, after the party, we're boiling the house.
Oh. Well, I'd like to come here, but I'm expecting somebody to drop in for a pocketbook I found.
But, Alan, you'll be missing a great party. It's going to be the biggest elbow dig in town.
Elbow dig? Hubert, you mean shindig.
We Updikes don't lower ourselves for anybody.
Well, I'd like to come, Hubert, but I find...
Alan, you must come to my party. We've just finished decorating the Christmas tree.
Well, I decorated my tree, too. Gee, it looks beautiful. Those colored bulbs on an evergreen.
Ooh, how vulgar. We hang diamonds on a stack of $1,000 bills.
Well, Hubert, I'd like to come to your party, but I've got to stay here and give this pocketbook back to the owner.
What is all this about a pocketbook, Alan?
Well, it's a long story, Hubert. I found a pocketbook, and it belongs to a girl by the name of Dolores Darling.
Did you say Dolores Darling? Oh, I've seen her, Alan. Not bad, not bad.
I'm very glad to hear she's pretty, Hubert. I'll bet she'll be very nice to the person who found her pocketbook.
Oh, I wish I'd found it, Alan. Ever since I saw her, I've been dying to kiss the lobe of her ear.
Well, Hubert, I'm the one who found the purse. That's it right over there on that table.
Oh, ho! On the table. Hey, that gives me an idea. Alan, would you mind getting me a glass of water?
Hubert, I thought you always drank champagne.
Not anymore, Alan. I had to give it up because of the bubbles.
The bubbles?
My nose bruises so easily.
Oh. Okay, I'll get you a glass of water, Hubert.
Oh, just let me get my hands on that pocketbook. Oh, Mother, turn on the Bendix. I'm doing some dirty work tonight. Well, I'll return this bag to Dolores and win her for myself. Guess I'll just put it right here in my pocket. Here. Oh, well, thank you, Alan. I'll take it out to my car with me.
Why don't you drink it here?
The chauffeur has my bib. Oh. Au revoir.
Hubert isn't so bad, I guess. The way he raves about girls, though. He thinks every girl is beautiful. I didn't get a good look at Dolores Darling, but she's probably some... Oh, I bet that's her now.
Hello. Does Alan Young live here?
I'm Alan Young. You must be the person that lost the girl. Honey, won't you come in?
Ah, thank you. I'm Dolores Darling. I just moved to Van Nuys.
You did?
Uh-huh. I'm from Kansas, the farming country.
Crops look good this year.
Oh, thank you. I'm really so grateful to you for finding my bag, and I'd like to give you some sort of a reward.
Oh, I don't want any money.
Well, perhaps I could give you a kiss?
Oh, I don't want any money. Before I give you the bag and the jewelry, I better make sure you're the right girl.
Oh, I'd be happy to answer any questions at all.
Oh, it's all right. I have the driver's license from the pocketbook right here.
Uh-huh.
I'll check the description. Sex? Weight, 116. Eyes, brown. Convertible top. Oh, yes, they mean the car. 80 horsepower motor.
Well, now that you've checked my qualifications, is everything in shape?
Yes, I think it is.
Tell me, are all the fellows here in Van Nuys like you?
Oh, of course not. Some of them are shy.
Back in Kansas City, when a fellow takes a girl out and they go for a moonlight ride in his car, they drive along and he runs out of gas. Do you know why?
Small tank?
You know, I live kind of close to you. Can't you be a little more neighborly?
Neighborly?
Uh-huh. After all, you're a man and I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Your father was a man and your mother was a woman.
Gee, habit forming, isn't it?
Now, I'm going to give you a reward for finding my purse and jewelry. A great big kiss.
Kiss?
Certainly. Haven't you ever been kissed before?
Only by my mother.
By your mother? Come a little closer. Now, what do you say to that?
Poor old Pop.
Now, can I have my pocketbook and jewelry?
Certainly, they're right over there on the table.
But I don't see them.
Well, they're right on the... They're gone.
Say, what kind of a gag is this? If you have my driver's license, you must have my pocketbook and jewels.
Well, I have. I had. I just showed him a Hubert Updike. Oh, no, Hubert.
I've got a good mind to call the police.
No, Dolores, please. I'll get them back at Hubert Updike's Christmas party. I'll get them back as sure as the sun is shining.
And what if you don't get them back?
Oh, buttermilk skies.
You know, no one is more miserable than a child with a cold, unless it's you worrying about it. But no one needs to be miserable, particularly a child with cold discomfort. Not when you can get Minute Rub, the really modern chest rub. For Minute Rub will give your youngster fast relief from cold misery. Just rub Minute Rub on the throat, chest, and back. In a minute, Minute Rub's soothing menthol vapors begin to clear up that stuffy feeling in the nose and throat. In a minute, Minute Rub starts to bring a feeling of warmth and relief to those tight, sore, aching muscles. And listen, here at last is a chest rub that's greaseless and stainless. Disappears like vanishing cream and can't stain clothes or bed linens. So get a tube of Minute Rub and get quick relief from your cold discomfort the modern way. The greaseless, stainless Minute Rub way. Well, Alan is on his way to Hubert Updike's Christmas party, where he plans to get Dolores Darling's purse back from Hubert. But Hubert has ideas of his own. Let's drop into the Updike mansion and see what's going on before Alan arrives.
It was nice of you to phone me, Mr. Updike, so I could drop by for my jewelry and pocketbook.
Oh, I'd do anything for you, Dolores.
I suppose you're expecting some kind of reward?
Yes. May I kiss the lobe of your ear?
Why, Mr. Updike, how dare you?
Well, I can't help myself. I haven't seen such beautiful lobe since the last time I looked in the mirror.
Well, Mr. Updike, we've just met, but I will promise you a date next week.
Oh, bully, just plain bully. Here's your purse, Dolores, and all your jewelry. Au revoir.
Goodbye.
You see through that window? Uh-huh. Hubert just gave a pocketbook to some girl. He's trying to get rid of it before I get there.
Who's the dame, Ellen?
I don't know. It's too dark to see. But I'll stop her and find out. Shh, get back. Here she comes now. Hey, you.
Oh, no, don't shoot. Here's my jewels. Here's my pocket.
Holy smoke.
Even Humphrey Bogart don't get these results.
Weak chin. Shifty eyes. I'm as crooked as my great-grandfather.
Now, Alan.
It's true, sir. I'm even crookeder. I haven't got a spine. I got a corkscrew in there.
Look, Alan, forget about it. Let's go inside Hubert's house. We'll be late for the Christmas party.
Christmas party? This is all Hubert's fault. I'm going in there and tell him a thing or two. Come on, Zero.
Okay.
Hubert has a wonderful home. I'll just ring the bell. Gee.
Oh, come in, Alan. Oh, hello, Zero. Hello. The Christmas party is about to start.
Never mind the Christmas party, Hubert. I'm going to knock the stuffings out of you.
Oh, I'm afraid that's impossible, Alan.
What do you mean impossible? If I hit you hard enough, your stuffings are bound to come out.
Mine have no better place to go.
Hubert, why did you give this pocketbook away to a strange woman?
A strange woman? Well, Alan, I gave it back to Dolores Darling, and she just left the house with it.
Dolores Darling? Oh.
Alan, you robbed the same dame twice.
Well, come on, let's join the Christmas party in the living room. My friend Sir Reginald Van Scuffington is going to play Santa Claus.
I don't feel much like celebrating.
Ah, come on, Alan. Let's have some fun.
Yes. Let's join the party.
Right this way, officer. I'm sure the man who took my pocketbook is in this room.
I'll just identify the culprit, miss, and I'll do the rest.
Zero. She's got a cop with her. What if she recognizes me this time?
Look, Alan, I got an idea. If you were in the Santa Claus outfit, nobody would know you.
But Reginald Van Scuffington is playing Santa Claus.
Alan, leave it to me. I'll hit him over the head with this bookend. Sir Reginald.
Yes, old boy.
Would you come out here in the hall?
Oh, I say there. I'm just on my way to get an egg dog.
Eggnog? Well, listen, just take a second.
Oh, but I say I want an egg dog.
You put an egg on his nose. Zero, you really kind of hit him.
Now, quick, Alan, quick. Get into that Santa Claus outfit.
Okay, Zero, I'll slip right into it. There we are.
Oh, Alan, you make a great Santa Claus. How'd you get so big and fat?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to take Sir Reginald out. What do we do with this guy, Zero?
Until he comes to, let's prop him up in this chair.
Okay. The least we can do is put a drink in his hand so he look like a man of distinction.
Hey, quick, Alan. Here comes the dame and the cop.
I guess he's not around here, officer.
Just a minute. Who's in this Santa Claus outfit?
Oh, that's my very good friend, Sir Reginald Van Scuffington.
Yeah? Well, nice of you to play Santa Claus, Sir Reginald.
Oh, no. Cheerio, pick from the beastly North Pole.
Hey, this is kind of different. First time I ever saw an English Santa Claus.
Oh, got to be popping off now. Up, dancer, up, prancer. Tea bag, up, trumpet. Cheerio and kip-ip.
Santa, why do you keep saying kip-ip?
Just flew over Betty Grable and Lana Turner's house. Well, got to be popping off now, old bean.
But Santa.
Oh, sorry, old bean.
But Santa, where are you going?
Off to Boston to deliver some old beans. Funny theater.
But Santa, you haven't given out the presents from your bag yet.
Yes, Santa, you haven't given out the gifts yet.
Oh, I see. Almost forgot the beastly gifts and all that sort of rot. The first one out of the bag, let's see now. Gift for Hubert Updike the third.
Oh, bully.
Here it is, a beautiful piggy bank.
Piggy bank? But Santa, I specifically wrote you the First National.
Beastly, sorry, beastly.
Oh, Santa Claus.
Cheerio, pip, pip. I do mean pip.
Santa, you certainly seem to have a lot of goodies.
The same to you, my dear.
Don't you have a present for me, Santa?
By Jove, I do have something I'm most anxious to present you with. Here you are, miss.
Why, it's my pocketbook and all my jewelry. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you, Santa. Thank you.
Quite all right. Let's see. Here's a nice gift from Mrs. Johnson's little boy, Herman. Here it is, Herman. A beautiful little water pistol.
No, don't shoot. Please, here's my pocketbook. Here's my...
Ellen Young will be back in just a moment. Heads up, men. She's looking at you. And what's the first thing she notices? Your hair. Better keep it well groomed with Vitalis and the 60-second workout. Famous for bringing men these three important advantages. 1, Vitalis keeps even the driest, most unruly hair under control in a natural, masculine way. 2, the Vitalis workout loosens your tight scalp, prevents dryness. 3, the Vitalis workout routs embarrassing loose dandruff, helps retard excessive falling hair. So remember, to look your best tomorrow, get a bottle of Vitalis tonight. Here again, Alan Young.
Thanks, Jimmy. Friends, on behalf of our whole company, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Bristol Myers invites you to tune into Duffy's Tavern next Wednesday night for a special Christmas Day broadcast over most of these same stations. Thanks a lot. See you next week. Good night. Merry Christmas.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Stay tuned now for the Burl Ives Show, produced and transcribed in Hollywood for your listening pleasure.
Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn, I don't care. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. My master's gone away.
Coming up the road again, your wayfaring stranger, Philco's friendly troubadour, Burl Ives.
In Amsterdam there lived a maid, mark you well what I say. In Amsterdam there lived a maid, and she was mistress of her trade. I'll go the more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go the more a-roving with you, fair maid. Her eyes were blue, her cheeks were brown, mark you well what I say. Her eyes were blue, her cheeks were brown, her hair in ringlets hanging down. I'll go the more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go the more a-roving with you, fair maid. I took this maid out for a walk, mark you well what I say. I took this maid out for a walk, we had such a lovely talk. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. I took her out and spent my pay, mark you well what I say. I took her out and spent my pay, and then that maiden just faded away. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. A-roving, since roving's been my ruin. I'll go no more a-roving with you, fair maid. Hello there and good evening. You know, being a ballad singer is a funny kind of a profession. It's like being a newspaper man set to music. But the news that you sing about didn't happen today. It happened yesterday, or a month ago, or several hundred years ago. Like the old English ballad that I'm going to sing for you now, Lord Thomas and Fair Eleanor. It's a love story that ends in tragedy. And you might read one like it in tomorrow morning's paper. Lord Thomas rose early one morning in May, dressed himself in blue, saying, Mother, I'm going to get married today, and I want advice from you. The brown girl has house and land, fair Eleanor, she has none. Therefore I charge you with my blessings, go bring the brown girl home. He rode till he came to fair Eleanor's gate, rattled at the ring. There was no one more ready than she to arise and let him in. What's the matter, Lord Thomas, she cried, what's the matter with you? I've come to invite you to my wedding, ain't that good news to you? Oh, Mother, shall I go to Lord Thomas's wedding, or shall I tarry at home? Therefore I charge you with my blessings, you'd better tarry at home. She dressed herself in her best, most of her dressing was green, and every village that she rode through, they took her to be some queen. She rode till she came to Lord Thomas's gate, rattled at the ring. There was no one more ready than he to arise and let her in. He took her by the lily white hand, led her in the hall, and seated her there at the head of the table among the gentlemen's all. Is this your bride sits here by your side? I'm sure she's wonderful brown. You might have married as fine a young lady as ever the sun shone on. The brown girl, she had a knife, it was both long and sharp. She pierced it into fair Eleanor's side, and it entered into her heart. Oh, what's the matter, fair Eleanor, he cried. What's the matter with you? Oh, don't you see my own heart's blood a-trickling down my side? He took the brown girl by the hand and led her in the hall, and there with a sword cut off her head and dashed it against the wall. Saying, here's the death of three true lovers, God send their soul to rest, and bury the brown girl at my feet, and fair Eleanor at my breast. I don't know what made me think of it, but I think about the most interesting people that I've ever met are magicians. You know, I'd go without my supper any time to see a magic act, and that's something. Now, down at our store, the Philco people have one of the finest magic acts that I ever saw. It's that magic music box, the 1201, where you just slide a record in the slot, shut the door, and it plays. Now, for people who don't want to mess around waiting for the music, that they want to hear, the 1201 brings magic down to a pretty practical level. Like the time I remember not too long ago when I was wayfaring down through the mountain country, and I stopped in a hotel. There wasn't a soul in the lobby except this one man, and he was sprinkling some kind of powder in a circle on the floor all around him. And I asked him, what kind of powder is that, friend? And he told me, polecat powder. And I said, what are you sprinkling it around you for? And he answered, to protect me from that polecat. And I said, what polecat? And he pointed to a picture of a polecat on the wall. And I said, well, that's only a picture, friend. That's not really a polecat. And he kept on sprinkling the stuff around him and said, oh, that's all right. This really ain't polecat powder. Got a feeling that fellow was a-pulling my leg. Here's a song some of you have asked me to sing. Sung it a few weeks ago. It's called Go Away From My Window. Go away from my window. Go away from my door. Go away, away, away from my bedside, and bother me no more. And bother me no more. I gave back her presents, I gave back her ring, but I'll always love my darling as long as songbirds sing. As long as songbirds sing. Please go tell my brothers, tell my sisters too, that the reason that my heart is broke is all because of you. Is all because of you. Go away from my window. Go away from my door. Go away, away, away from my bedside, and bother me no more. And bother me no more. Friends, in a few days now, the whole country will celebrate the birthday of old Abe Lincoln. You know, when I start this show every week, I sing a piece of a song. It's sort of called my theme song. Well, I want to sing the whole thing for you now, because I've heard tell from good authority that it was one of the favorites of Abraham Lincoln. When I was young, I used to wait on the boss and give him his plate, and pass the bottle when he got dry, and brush away the blue-tail fly. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. And when he'd ride in the afternoon, I'd follow after with a hickory broom, the pony being rather shy. When bitten by a blue-tail fly, Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. One day he ride around the farm. The flies so numerous they did swarm. One chanced to bite him on the thigh. The devil take the blue-tail fly. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. The pony run, he jump, he pitch. He threw my master in the ditch. He died and the jury wondered why. The verdict was the blue-tail fly. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. They lay him under a simmon tree. His epitaph is there to see. Beneath this stone I'm forced to lie. Victim of a blue-tail fly. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. My master's gone away. Well, sir, now my young friend here is going to put his silver tongue to some words of wisdom. So you listen, and I'll be right back. Here's a little thought to leave you with, friends. I've known many a man who would rob for gold or die for a rare, precious jewel. But it takes a man courageous and bold to live by the golden rule. So long, friends, I'll be seeing you. I'm just a wayfaring stranger.
So long, Burl. And friends, listen next week at this time for Burl Ives, Philco's friendly troubadour, whose weekly visit is produced and transcribed in Hollywood for your listening pleasure. And come into our store and let us demonstrate the new Philco radios and radio phonographs.
I'm just a going ever onward. I'm just a going over home.
It's new, it's amazing, it's Prell, P-R-E-L-L, Procter & Gamble's new Radiant Cream Shampoo in the handy tube. Prell brings you The Life of Riley. Prell, the shampoo that removes unsightly dandruff in as little as 3 minutes and leaves hair radiantly clean, radiantly lovely, presents The Life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. Well, Well, Christmas will be here in a few days, and Chester A. Riley is in a jovial pre-holiday mood. As we look in on him, he's gleefully outlining his plans for the big day to Babs and Junior.
Yes, sir, kids, it'll be a great day. And afterwards, we'll eat a big Christmas dinner, and then we'll go visiting. We'll visit all our friends who gave us presents and thank them, and then we'll visit those who didn't give us presents and give them their last chance to come through. There's nothing like Christmas, eh, kids?
Pop, you have to go through the same old routine every year.
And well, just what do you mean by that remark?
Well, nothing, only... Well, can't we go away somewhere over Christmas?
Go away? Leave our home on Christmas?
Well, why not, Daddy? We could go to Lake Arrowhead. They're skiing and...
I'm shocked. I'm speechless.
Well, what's the matter now, dear?
Hey, you know what they're saying, those children of yours?
Oh, now they're my children.
They want to go away for Christmas. Leave our home. That's the thanks I get for giving birth to them.
Oh, now they're your children. Well, they're just talking.
Jeepers, Daddy, you'd think we said something horrible.
Yeah, some gratitude. I work like a dog, day in, day out, slaving to provide a nice home for you kids. The least you could do for me is to spend Christmas in here, in the home I bought for you.
Pop, you don't own this house.
Well, all right, don't do it for me. Do it for the Bank of America.
Oh, now, Riley, they didn't mean any harm.
Okay, but believe me, it hurts to think my own kids don't appreciate their home.
But we do, Daddy, honestly.
The home that I created with working and planning. Why, there's part of me in every room.
You're so right, dear. I wish you wouldn't leave your clothes all over the house.
Well, I'm sorry. Junior will pick them up later. You kids don't know how lucky you are. You don't know what it feels like not to have a roof over your head. But your mother and me know, don't we, Peg?
Do we? I'll never forget our first Christmas after we were married.
No, let me tell them. You see, I didn't have a job, so I had to swallow my pride and move in with my outlaws.
Pop, you mean in-laws.
To me, they'll always be outlaws.
Now, Riley.
Now, let me tell it my way. Well, there we were, living on charity.
Why, Riley.
Well, that's what your father said it was. Day in and day out, your mother's father would nag at me. Nag. Why don't you get a job? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? I remember one night, just before Christmas.
Supper ready, Peggy?
Well, yes, Papa, but Chester isn't home yet.
I don't see why I have to go hungry just because that good-for-nothing husband of yours.
Papa, please don't start that again.
When is that chiseler going to get a job?
Well, give him a chance. He's looking for one. You're not being fair to Chester.
Fair? He doesn't want to work. Yesterday I talked to Harry Arkin. They're offering him a job at Coney Island. Why did he turn it down?
Well, I made him. I won't have people throwing baseballs at my husband's head.
Well, I'm sure the baseballs don't like it either.
Hello, Peggy.
Oh, hello, Chester.
Hello, Mr. Barker, sir. I'm sorry I was late. Oh.
What's the matter, Chester?
I got an awful headache.
Oh, Chester, you took that job at Coney Island.
No, I've just been walking so much.
Oh, you poor dear. Shall I get you an aspirin?
Yeah. Put it on a piece of bread. I'm hungry, too.
Well, we'll eat in just a minute. Any luck today, Chester?
No, nothing. But maybe there'll be something in the want ads tonight. I'll just take a look and... may I look at your paper, Mr. Barker? Thank you. Mr. Barker, I brought you something.
Oh?
Oh, what, Chester?
It's out in the hall. Yeah. You see?
That's a big package.
Yeah. I heard you say you wanted a Christmas wreath for the front door, so I got you one. Here.
Oh, Chester, it's simply beautiful. Take it, Papa.
It's very,
You're welcome.
You see, Papa, Chester does think of you.
Nice wreath. Big. I don't think I've ever seen a wreath as big as this. Why, you...
Well, Papa, what's wrong?
Look what it says on the back of this wreath. Gone but not forgotten.
Chester, why did you buy a wreath like that?
Oh, I didn't buy it. I got it free from Digger Odell, the undertaker.
Why, you good-for-nothing, giving me a wreath from a funeral parlor.
But it's not the wreath that counts. It's the thought behind it.
You're nothing but a lazy, shiftless loafer.
Oh, Papa, please. Oh, don't mind Papa Chester. He says terrible things, but he really likes you underneath.
Well, that goes for me, too. I like your father underneath. That's why I gave him a wreath.
Oh, stop your soft soup. If you had any character, you wouldn't be scrounging here on charity and go out and make a living for your wife.
I'm not going to stand here and be insulted. I'm leaving.
Go ahead, leave.
Let me finish. I'm leaving as soon as I find a job.
Alibis. Always alibis. You're lazy, shiftless, and you're a born sponger.
One of these days, your father's going to say something that I resent. You know, I'm very sensitive. Peggy, you're crying.
Oh, Chester, I just can't stand the way you and Papa are always fighting.
Well, don't worry, Peg. It won't be forever. I promise this Christmas we'll be in our own apartment. I swear it.
Oh, Chester, be practical. Christmas is the day after tomorrow. You haven't even got a job.
Well, I'll get one. Have a little confidence in me. Gee, you'd think a guy's own wife would have a little confidence in him.
Oh, but I do have confidence in you. I know you'll make good. You're sweet and ambitious and honest, and you have brains.
Well, you don't have to go that far. Just have confidence.
Oh, my goodness. We have to make another payment on our furniture tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Only I didn't even get any odd jobs today, so I'm broke. Could you please lend me the $1 for the payment tonight, Peg?
Oh, certainly, dear. Here, take $2.
Oh, no. No. You know my rule. I never borrow more than $1 from you, and I always pay it right back with the next dollar I make.
All right. Here's $1.
Thanks. That makes $88 I owe you. Well, here's this week's dollar, Mr. Strauss.
Yes, thank you. And here's your receipt, Mr. Riley.
Is our furniture still in the showroom?
Yes, still there. But, Mr. Riley, you've been looking at it for 88 weeks. Why don't you have it delivered to your home? It's yours, you know.
Well, yes, we know, Mr.
Oh,
Strauss.
we'll have you deliver it before Christmas, for sure.
Fine.
Come on, Peggy, let's go see our furniture, huh?
Oh, it's so embarrassing, Chester, keeping our furniture here this long.
Well, don't worry, Dumpler. We'll take it the minute we get our apartment, as soon as I get a job, as soon as the depression's over.
There it is, Chester.
Oh, it's beautiful. Hey, look at that. What nerve.
What is it?
That guy there in pajamas lying in our bed. Hey, get out of there, you.
Oh, Chester, that's a dummy in our bed.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Lucky dummy. Gee, I can just see myself there in his place.
Oh, Chester, you've just got to get a job.
Well, don't worry, Dumper, and I will. I'm going to go buy tomorrow morning's paper right now and follow up every ad in it.
That's the way to talk, darling.
Yes, sir. My head's made up. From this minute on, I'm going to be independent and not depend on nobody for nothing. Peg, let me 2 cents for a paper. I just got to get a job. Oh, here we are. Bookkeeper, cook. I can't cook. Model wanted. Must have beautiful figure, size 36 hips. Parisian Corset Company. Just my luck. I got 38 hips. Oh, this is help female. Oh, here we are. Male. Barber. Chauffeur. Business executive will pay very high salary to expert driver. Apply Hotel Smedley, room 203, high salary. Oh, boy, that's for me.
Hello? Yes, this is room 203. Okay, come on up. That was some cluck who fell for our ad. Put your coat on, Spider. You don't want him to see your holster.
I don't like it, Duke. I don't see how it can wait.
Look, I'll explain it to you for the last time. How many bank jobs did we pull last year?
3, but...
And what happens? 3 times we got a monkey behind the wheel who gets nervous and blows before we're ready for the getaway.
Well, how do we know the monkey we get through this ad won't get nervous?
Because when he's sitting outside the Third National Bank, he won't know it's a stick-up. He'll think we're in there transacting some business.
I don't like it. I was brought up like this here. When you rob a bank, do it legitimate.
We'll do it my way, Spider.
Okay, Duke. Only you think we can find a jerk dumb enough for this here setup?
We'll soon find out. Come in.
Good evening, Mr. And Mr.
Come in.
Oh, thanks. Is the job still open?
Yes, it's still open. Sit down, Mr.
Riley. Chester Riley.
Are you a good driver, Riley?
Oh, yeah, you bet. Just the man you need. I never go more than 20 miles an hour.
Well, on this job, you might have to. You see, sometimes we have to go places in a hurry for business reasons.
Oh, well, I can speed, too. What business are you in, kind sir, if I might be so crude?
Finance, banking, you might say.
Oh, banking. I know all about debunkers and the fiscal fiduciary.
What?
Fiscal fiduciary?
I like the way this man talks.
Yeah, just the type we've been hoping for.
Riley, the job's yours.
Oh, thanks.
Be here tomorrow, too, Riley. I'll have the car here, and you'll drive me to the bank just before it closes.
Yes, sir. I'll be... and the salary?
$100 a week.
100? Oh, bless you, bless you, bless you.
Okay, Riley, stop kissing my hand.
And this is the living room. Well, Peg, how do you like it?
Oh, Chester, it's a beautiful apartment. Isn't it lovely, Papa? Oh, I can hardly believe it. Everything happened so fast. Yesterday we didn't have a thing, and now you got a wonderful job.
Yeah, and what a job. 100 smackers a week.
And we got this gorgeous apartment, and we'll have our furniture this afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, Papa, you ought to apologize for all those mean things you said to Chester.
I accept your apology.
Now, Papa, you apologize right.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess I was wrong about you. Looks like you're going to make good after all, son.
Son? Peg, did you hear? He called me son. Oh, Papa!
Well, I've got to get down to my office now. You too, I suppose. That's just it.
Oh, no, not me. Not until 2 this afternoon. Banker's hours, you know.
Well, I better run along.
Goodbye, Papa.
Goodbye. Oh, here's your paper, son.
Thanks, Papa, darling.
Oh, Chester, that's not our paper.
Well, yes, it is. I told the boy to start delivering. I want to get domesticated fast.
Oh, it'll be wonderful from now on.
Yeah. Every night I'll come home from work and I'll flop down on my lounge chair by the fireplace here, but like this.
Oh, Chester, that's only an orange crate.
I know, but let's pretend. And then you put the footstool under my feet. Well, go on, do it.
But there's no footstool.
Oh, let's pretend.
Oh, Chester.
And then you sit on my lap and tell me what you did all day. Come on, sit on my lap.
Oh, silly. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
I know, but let's pretend.
Well, I don't mind.
Yeah. And then you read the paper to me. Go on, here.
All right. Let's see. Listen to this.
Huh?
Police nab notorious bandits in hotel rooms.
Oh, it's nice here by the fire.
Last night, police arrested Duke Wagley and Spider Giffen, notorious bank robbers wanted in 10 states.
Well, I got no sympathy with crooks. Any guy wants money, let him get an honest job like I did. Gee, I got a sweet boss.
The pair were nabbed in their hideout, room 203, Hotel Smedley.
Hey, that's a coincidence. My boss lives in the same hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not only that, but in the very same room. Hey, would you mind very much if we were no better off than we were last night?
Oh, but we are better off.
Let's pretend.
Now be quiet and let me finish reading.
No, don't read anymore. Read something else.
Well, all right. What?
Read the weather. Oh, Maggie!
And now back to the life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. Riley is telling his children the story of how he and Mrs. Riley spent the first Christmas of their married life years ago.
Well, there I was, kids, with this beautiful apartment, and the man who was going to give me the money to pay the rent was on his way to Sing Sing.
Gee, that was a tough break, Pop.
Well, what did you do, Daddy?
Well, what could I do? I gave up the apartment and called up the store not to deliver our furniture. So there it was, still in the showroom.
And then you went back to live with Grandpa?
Oh, no. After all, I had my pride. I got another apartment. A little less expensive and a little higher up, but it was home. I remember the first time I brought your mother to see me.
Chester, where is this apartment?
Well, only one more flight, Dumpling.
But we walked 8 flights already.
Yeah, but we got the penthouse.
It's so high up. Suppose we have, 9 flights is awful hard on a baby.
Yes, lucky we ain't babies. Oh, here we are. I'll get the key.
Oh, the door's open.
Oh, yeah. Why, the hinges. They're a little loose, but the landlord's going to put in a new door. Well, let's go in. I'd carry you across the threshold, but I ain't got the strength after them stairs. Watch out, there's a loose floorboard around here somewhere.
Well, put on the light.
Well, there's no lights yet, but the landlord's going to connect them.
Oh!
Good for you, Peggy. You found the loose floorboard. Did you hurt yourself, darling?
Well, no, it's all right.
Oh, good. Now, let's see what this door's for.
Oh, well, at least there's a big closet.
That's the bedroom.
Oh.
You don't like it, do you?
Well, I guess it'll be all right, but won't it be a little cold here?
Oh, that's no problem. We'll be as warm as toast in here as soon as the landlord puts in a heater.
Well, when's the landlord going to do all this?
Well, I don't know. He went to Florida for the winter.
Chester.
Look at that view we get through the skylight. The whole sky. Look, it's snowing. Oh, this is going to be a real Christmas, Dumpling. It wouldn't be Christmas without snow.
But the snow isn't supposed to fall inside the house. Oh, Chester, let's go back to Papa.
But, Peg, I thought you wanted a home of your... You're right. This is no place for you. We'll go back.
So this is where you are.
Papa!
Oh, you shouldn't have come. We're not ready for company yet, Pop.
Don't pop me, you big baboon. Have you lost your mind?
Watch out for that loose...
You expect my daughter to live in a hovel like this?
Watch out for that
You
loose...
have the nerve to invite the family here for Christmas? Oh, my knees. Oh, don't stand there, you idiot. Say something.
Watch out for that loose floorboard.
Peggy, you're coming home with me.
She's right. Let's go, Peg.
Not you, just Peggy. Come on.
I'm not going, Papa.
Peggy.
No, go with him, Peg. He's right.
I'm staying with my husband.
Your husband is a no-good loafer.
He's right, Peggy. Your husband's a no-good loafer, and I'm a witness. Go with him, Peggy.
No, I'm staying with you, Chester.
All right. Have it your way, but remember, you made your own bed. Now lie in it. Goodbye.
That shows you how smart he is. We haven't even got a bed.
Oh, Chester.
Peggy, maybe you should have gone with him.
Oh, no, I don't mind being here. With you?
Oh, I don't mind either. With you.
I like it here.
I like it, too.
We'll be happy.
Well, sure. Sure we'll be happy. But don't cry, Peggy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a woman who cries. Snow is deep. Oh, I just got to get a job and a decent place to live. We can't stay where we are. I wouldn't be found dead in a place like that.
What kind of place would you like?
Who's that?
It is I, Digby Odell, Flatbush Friendly Undertaker. Merry Christmas, Riley. And I'd like to wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Well, what's happy about it?
Oh, look on the bright side, as I always do. As I said in a Yuletide poem I once wrote, and I quote, "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through Odell's house, not a creature was stirring."
Well, never mind the rest, Digger. Gee, things are bad. No money around. Today the butcher said his customers walk in, look around, and walk out again.
I'm lucky. My customers never walk out. Knock wood.
If I could only get a job and a little place to live. We got our own furniture, but it's still in the showroom at Strauss's department store.
I know the store well. Yesterday, some ruffians stole a sign from there and hung it on the door of my business establishment. Oh, I was incensed.
What? What did the sign say?
This week, all our boxes will be wrapped as Christmas gifts.
Digger, I'm licked. What's the use of going on?
Oh, never lose hope. As we often say in our profession, there's life in the old boy yet.
Oh, gee, Digger, if you could only think of something.
Eureka! I have it. Your problem is solved.
Digger, you mean, but where? How? What?
Hurry, man. We've no time to lose.
Oh, Digger, you saved my life.
I did? Well, it's Christmas. Come along. We'd better be shoveling off. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Well, Peg, in another few minutes it'll be midnight and Christmas. Are you happy?
Oh, yes, Chester.
Come on, sit down here beside me on the sofa.
On our sofa?
Yeah, on our sofa. Every horsehair belongs to us. Gee, it's like a miracle, thanks to Digger Odell. If he hadn't have got me that swell job...
Just think, an hour ago we were freezing in that awful apartment, and look where we are now. It's like a fairy tale.
Yeah, and good old Digger is my fairy godmother. You know, like in Cinderella. It's just as if he touched my head with his magic wand and turned it into a pumpkin.
Oh, I'm glad you're happy, dear.
Well, why shouldn't I be? I made good my promise, didn't I? I said we'd spend this Christmas alone. And here we are.
Yes. Without Papa.
Yeah, that's the best part. Well, it's late. Time for sleepy bye.
Oh, I'm so tired. Oh. Well, your night shirt's over there.
Oh, I can't go to sleep now. I'll lose my job.
Oh, yes. I forgot you're the night watchman in this department store.
Yeah. I'll wait till 8. We gotta be out of this showroom by 9. Merry Christmas, Dumpling.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart.
That's the story, Junior. Your mother and me spent our first Christmas Eve all alone in a department store.
Gosh. Well, you weren't in the window, were you?
Oh, Junior, don't be a goof.
Nah, and we were glad to be there. We thought we were lucky.
You certainly had a tough time.
Well, of course, we only stayed there one night, but the next day we got a little apartment.
Yes, and I hope you kids will learn a lesson from this story.
We did, Daddy.
Well, sure, Pop. It's kind of crazy to want to go away when we've got a swell home.
I guess we owe you an apology.
That goes for me, too, Pop.
Oh, Riley. You sounded just like my father.
I did? Well, then I take it back. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Procter & Gamble invites you to join us again next week to hear The Life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. The script is by Alan Lipscott and Reuben Schiff. Mrs. Riley is Paula Winslow. Digger Odell is John Brown. The Life of Riley is produced and directed by Irving Brecker. Niles, reminding you that for radiantly clean, lovely hair, get the shampoo in the tube. P-R-E-L-L. Prell Shampoo. Listen again next week when Prell brings you The Life of Riley. Merry Christmas and good night.
From Hollywood, the Judy Canova Show, brought to you each week by the Colgate-Palmolive Tea Company, makers of Palmolive Soap and Halo Shampoo. Palmolive Soap, your beauty hope, and Halo Shampoo to glorify your hair present the Judy Canova Show. With Mel Blanc, Ruby Dandridge, Joe Kearns, Ruth Parrott, the Sportsman, Charles Dant and his orchestra, and starring Judy Canova.
I just came back from a lovely trip along the Milky Way. I stopped off at the North Pole to spend a holiday. I called on dear old Santa Claus to see what I could see. He took me to his workshop and told his plan to me. So you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boy land will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland town all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. You hear me, Queenie?
Well, Judy and Aunt Aggie are planning to have a quiet Christmas party at their home in Brentwood. The house has been decorated with holly wreaths, and as we look in on them now, we find a festive holiday spirit in the air.
Oh, Judy, I love the Christmas season.
So do I, Aunt Aggie.
It seems like old times. The stores are all crowded, and everybody's buying again.
Yeah, Aunt Aggie, everybody's buying again. Nobody's paying, but everybody's buying. After all, why pay cash? That takes money, you know. Gotta watch those things.
Well, Judy, this week comes Santa Claus in the spirit of giving.
Yep, and next week comes Santa Anita in the spirit of taking. Golly, things sure are different than they were during the war, though.
What do you mean, Judy?
Well, in 1945, every GI was saying, I wonder how I'll get out of this foxhole before Christmas. In 1946, every ex-GI is saying, I wonder how I'll get out of the hole after Christmas.
Judy, did you receive any more Christmas cards today?
No, but the folks back in Cactus Junction had a reunion, and they sent me a picture of the family group. Look there, 42 of them.
My, what an impressive aggregation.
Yeah, ain't they a mess?
Judy, I'm glad we're only having a small Christmas party tonight. I prefer it to a large party.
A large party?
Somebody talking about me.
Oh, hello, Geranium. Say, for a Christmas present, I'm going to buy you something to wear. What size are you? Are you a stylish, stout 38?
No, I'm an outlandish, fat 52.
Oh, gosh, Geranium, what do you actually measure?
52?
Where?
Anywhere.
Geranium, tell me something. What's your boyfriend Pomeroy going to get you for Christmas?
Oh, honey, he really went to town this year. Yeah, he took me into a store and he said, sugar pie,
Pick out anything in the store and I'll buy it for you. Never mind the price.
Golly, what store were you in?
Woolworth.
Well, listen, do you and Pomeroy still have a terrific crush on each other?
Oh, yeah, Miss Judy. We have little spats once in a while, but Pomeroy says we'll still be engaged no matter what happens.
Ooh, what made him say that?
He can't get the ring off my finger.
Judy, you'd better hurry downtown if you're going to do your last-minute shopping for the party tonight. Aunt Aggie, I'm almost afraid to ride on those crowded buses. Are the buses really crowded? Are they crowded? Yesterday, on a bus, my back started to itch, and when I scratched it, the woman next to me said, thanks. Yes, sir, and you'll never catch me hanging on to a strap again on a bus, neither.
Why not, Judy?
Well, when the bus got to Vine Street, a man said, lady, here's where I get off. Would you mind letting go of my suspenders? And I did. You should have seen what happened. It was awful.
What bus?
I ain't going to tell you. You needn't ask me.
What bus are you going to take downtown, Judy?
I'm going to take the fastest bus in town, the one that goes down Sunset Boulevard.
The Sunset bus?
Yeah, it leaves for Los Angeles at sunrise and gets there at sunset.
Oh, Judy, isn't the Christmas season a joyous time of year?
Yeah, and the part I like best of all is when Santa Claus comes down the chimney, then goes back on the roof, takes his whip in his hand, and says to his reindeer,
Pardon me for talking in your face, Senorita.
Oh, hello, Pedro. Say, you seem all excited.
Oh, I am, Senorita. I'm going to my girl's house. I'm going to get a piece of mistletoe and hang it on my nose.
Well, Pedro, what are you going to put it on your nose for?
I want to have some fun on my own hook. Last year, I hung a whole branch on the end of my nose.
Oh, did your girl kiss you?
Well, she wanted to, but she kept beating around a bush. Senorita, when I did kiss her, her face got all red and her eyes closed.
Pedro, you must have given her a terrific kiss.
No, Senorita, the mistletoe was poison ivy.
Well, Pedro, how do you entertain your girl?
Well, when we are alone in a parlor, we turn all the lights down low. We leave only one light burning, just enough to make a little shadow. And I tell her to watch my hands.
Ooh. Then what do you do?
I make a shadow of a bunny on the wall.
Pedro, tonight we're having a Christmas party, and I want you to dress up like Santa Claus and hand out our presents.
Oh, si, Senorita, I will. But first I have to go downtown and do some shopping.
Oh, I almost forgot. Golly, Pedro, so do I. I better hurry.
Oh, here's your floor, lady.
Thanks.
Oh, may I help you, lady?
Yeah, Mr. Floorwalker, I want to fill some Christmas stockings with assorted nuts, candy, and oranges. Do you wait on nuts?
Oh, lady, we wait on anybody.
Well, that's good. I got a lot of different things to get. Now, where are the ladies' girdles?
I beg your pardon?
Where are ladies' girdles?
Oh, just where they've always been. Yes, you'll find them between neckwear and hosiery.
Pardon me, Senorita.
Oh, hello there, Pedro. What are you going to buy?
Oh, I'm going to buy my girlfriend a sweater. She's a regular sweater girl.
Oh, I'll bet you don't even know what a sweater girl is.
A sweater girl is a girl who works in a sweater factory. Senorita, where did you get that question?
Never mind that. Where'd you get that answer? Well, come on now, Pedro. I got to buy something down in the sports department. I ain't taking no more chances.
Well, Senorita, what has taking chances got to do with the sports department?
Well, last night I dreamed I was chasing Van Johnson and I couldn't catch him. Tonight I'm taking the bicycle to bed with me.
Remember, doctors prove Palmolive's beauty results. It's true. Doctors prove Palmolive soap can bring 2 out of 3 women a more beautiful complexion in just 14 days. And this plan was tested on women with all types of skin.
Even women with dry skin, oily skin, rough skin, women in their 50s, even women whose skin wasn't clear.
Yes, 36 doctors, leading skin specialists, have proved the 14-day Palmolive plan improves all types of skin. Yes, brings fresher, brighter, younger-looking complexions. Start your 14-day Palmolive plan now. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Here's all you do. 1.
Wash your face with Palmolive soap.
2.
Then massage your face for 60 seconds with Palmolive's soft, lovely lather. You see, 1 full minute of this cleansing massage brings your skin Palmolive's full beautifying effect.
3.
Then rinse. Do this just 3 times a day for 14 days.
And that's all. Remember, doctors prove this beauty plan with Palmolive soap brought 2 out of 3 of all women tested a more beautiful complexion in just 14 days. No matter what beauty care they used before. So get Palmolive soap. See what Palmolive can do for your own complexion in only 14 days.
And for tub or shower, for loveliness all over, get the new Big Thrifty bath size Palmolive.
And now back to Judy Canova and the Sportsman. Sportsman, suppose you take over.
Judy, Judy, we've been thinking just how nice you've been to us. It's 2 years now we've been with you and you've never raised a fuss. We've been buying Christmas presents, that is where we just came from. We got one for dear Jack Benny, though for him we just go. But for you we've got a dandy, we've been practicing so long. Merry Christmas, Miss Canova, please accept our little song. Lightly flying o'er the snow with a hey ha 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 ho ha ho, with sleigh bells ringing, gaily singing, merrily we go. All the world of blanket white, of snow so cold and crisp and light, with sharp winds blowing, we are going onward through the night. Hey ah oh la, hey ah oh la, lightly flying o'er the snow with a hey ha ho, with sleigh bells ringing, gaily singing, merrily on we go. Oh, hallo, oh, hallo, merrily, 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 on we go. We're lightly flying o'er the snow with a hey-ha-ho, with the sleigh bells ringing and we're singing, merrily, on we go. Lightly flying o'er the snow with a hey-ha-ha-ha-ho-ha-ho, with sleigh bells ringing, gaily singing, merrily we go. All the world of blanket white, of snow so cold and crisp and light, with sharp winds blowing, we are going onward through the night. Hey-ah-oh-la, hey-ah-oh-la, lightly flying o'er the snow with a hey-ha-ho, with sleigh bells ringing, gaily singing, merrily on we go. Oh, hallo, oh, hallo, merrily, 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 on we go. Hey ha ha ya ha ha, hey ha ha ya ha ha, merrily, 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 on we go.
Well, the plans for Judy's little Christmas party are all set. All afternoon, Judy and Pedro have been downtown bucking the shopping lines. It was a great game. Pedro carried the bundles while Judy ran interference. As we look in on them now, Judy is telling Aunt Aggie all about it.
Ooh-wee! Sure is crowded in them stores downtown, Aunt Aggie.
Oh, I can imagine.
Golly, I went into one store and asked the clerk where I'd find ladies' waist. He said, scrimmage down to the end of this aisle, and it's the third fight on your right.
Tell me, Judy, did you have time to get lunch?
No, I didn't, but I got my vitamins anyhow. I had some candy.
You did?
Yeah, I had a lollipop in the osculator.
Judy, you mean escalator. An osculator is a kisser.
That's right, I had a lollipop in my osculator. Kisser, that is. You didn't think I knew, did you? No, anybody takes me for a dope makes no mistake. Yes, sir. And I'm the girl who can do it, too, and it doesn't say.
Say, Miss Judy.
Huh?
Pedro is ready with his Santa Claus costume.
Oh, hello, Pedro. Come over here so we can look at you in your Santa Claus suit.
See, Senorita. Senorita, if I was 2 times bigger, and the suit was 2 times smaller, and I was 4 feet wider, the suit would fit me a lot sooner.
Well, stand up, Pedro, so we can all take a look at you.
Oh, Senora, I am standing up. It's the suit that is sitting down.
Now, listen, Pedro, we're expecting you to bring in the presents right at the stroke of midnight.
See, Senorita, I will do it. Meanwhile, I will go up on the ladder and finish trimming the Christmas tree.
Judy, you haven't been back home in Cactus Junction for Christmas in years, have you? No, but I can remember my last Christmas in Cactus Junction. It was a cold, stormy Christmas Eve. The thermometer was down to 0, and Ma was saying to Pa, she says to him, she says, Pa, it's a mighty cold Christmas Eve.
The fire in the stove is out, Ma.
How do you know, Pa?
I'm sitting on it. Ma, I sure wished we had some wood for the stove.
Well, what's the matter with the axe?
I already burned that.
Pa, looks like a storm is a-blowing up.
Yep, bad weather is brewing. What's Grandpa doing down in the cellar?
He's brewing something, too. But it ain't blowed up yet.
Gonna pass out the presents tonight, ain't we, Ma?
Yeah, Pa. Where's Willie?
Willie fell down the well, Ma.
That's too bad, Pa. Get me a pencil.
What for?
I want to scratch Willie's name off on the Christmas list.
Hey, where's Grandma?
She's sick.
What's she sick of?
Grandpa. She'd ought to be a-taking her medicine. What time do it be, Pa?
I'll have to take a look at my jeans hanging up on the wall.
How can you tell time by watching your jeans?
They're my long jeans. Ain't seen Grandma for days. Does she know the war's over?
Don't think so. She's been a-jumping on tin cans all day to flatten them for the salvage drive. It sure is a mess.
Why, Ma?
I've been a-scraping beans off the wall all day.
Ma, are you sure this is Christmas Eve?
Why, Pa?
If it ain't, I've washed my socks for nothing. I even took a bath.
Did you scrub real hard, Pa?
I guess I musta. I found an old Union suit I thought I lost last year.
Where did you bathe, Pa?
In the spring.
I said where, not when. I reckon we're all ready for Christmas, Pa.
What's for Christmas dinner, Ma?
Same thing, Pa. Pig's knuckles and sow belly.
For a change, I sure wished we'd get something a little higher up on the pig.
What'd you get me for Christmas, Pa?
I finally got you the picket fence you always wanted, Ma.
The picket fence?
Yeah. I sure hope old man Pickett don't notice it's missing. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, Ma.
And there's nothing I wouldn't do for you, Pa.
Yep.
That's marriage. Nobody does nothing for nobody. And there's somebody coming up on the porch, Pa. Answer the door.
Hello, door.
Why, it's Judy's boyfriend, Lukey. Howdy, Luke.
Merry Christmas, folks. I brung Judy this little dog for Christmas.
Ain't it a cute dog, Pa? What happened to the dog's tail, Lukey? It's gone. How come?
Well, he was chasing his tail all week, and he finally won. Say, I bet Judy's going to accept my proposal tonight. What's it a sign of when your left hand itches?
You're gonna get money.
What if your right hand itches?
Company's coming.
What if you itch all over?
That means the company's already arrived.
What did you get your family for Christmas, Lukey?
Well, I give them some palm olive soap.
Oh, that's mighty nice. That'll give them the first white Christmas they've had in years.
Judy missed you last night, Lukey. Where was you?
I went to a genuine nightclub, by dingy dungies. Why, you know, they had a dancer there, and she was painted all over with silver paint. She was a novelty dancer, but the police arrested her.
How come?
The novelty wore off.
Lukey, you go sit in the parlor with Judy. Later on, Pa's coming down the chimney like Santa Claus. We'll all be joining you later.
And Aunt Aggie, that was a typical Christmas Eve in Cactus Junction. Oh, look, Judy, Pedro is nearly finished trimming the Christmas tree. He's just putting the star on top.
Yeah. Hey, Pedro, be careful. That ladder's starting to sway.
Oh, I'm all right, Senorita.
Pedro, will you come down from up there?
I'm all right, Senorita.
Oh, Aunt Aggie, I can't look.
Oh, don't worry, Senorita.
Pedro, are you all right? Pedro, speak to me. Say something.
Merry Christmas, Senorita.
Merry Christmas, Pedro. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Halo, everybody, halo. Halo is the shampoo that glorifies your hair. So halo, everybody, halo.
Use Halo shampoo if you want naturally bright and beautiful hair. Remember, even finest soaps and soap shampoos hide the natural luster of your hair with dulling soap film. But Halo contains no soap, therefore cannot leave dulling soap film. The first time you use Halo, your hair glistens in all its natural brilliance. The natural color and luster shine through like sunshine through a clean window pane. And remember, even in hardest water, Halo makes oceans of rich, fragrant lather. Halo quickly carries away loose dandruff and grease, needs no lemon or vinegar rinse, because Halo leaves no dulling soap film. Nothing to hide your hair's natural beauty. Say hello to Halo and goodbye to dulling soap film. Use Halo on your children's hair, too. Get Halo shampoo at any cosmetic counter. Remember, Halo glorifies your hair.
So halo, everybody, halo. Halo shampoo, halo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judy Canova would like to sing a little song which she thinks reflects the true spirit of Christmas.
Each Christmas season, my eyes grow bright, and there's a reason my heart feels so light. The gentle snow from heaven falling helps paint the picture I'm recalling. I see Christmas candles on a Christmas tree. Christmas tree. And they light a lovely Yuletide reverie. Reverie. In the candlelight so dim, we would sing a Christmas hymn as the church bells played a holy melody. At the dinner table, everyone in play. One in play. Then I see us bow our heads as Dad said grace. Dad said grace. They're the sweet things I remember when each year in December I see Christmas candles on a Christmas tree.
This is Vern Smith asking you to follow the 14-day Palmolive plan for a lovelier complexion. And be sure to use Halo shampoo to glorify your hair. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Safety Council gives us some very startling statistics. The Council tells us that the traffic death toll during the Christmas holidays is almost 3 times as great as for any similar period during the rest of the year. During the holidays, the increased travel, the Christmas rush and activity, shopping, family reunions, and the careless, gay spirit of both pedestrians and drivers result in sharply increased accidents. But this terrible toll can be reduced. In fact, every accident is a preventable one. So, don't let death take your holiday. Be careful. Be cautious. Be sure you won't have an accident this Christmas. Now, here's Judy.
Folks, it was awfully nice being with you tonight, and I hope we'll all be together again next Saturday night. In the meantime, please don't forget the 2 products that bring us together each week. Palmolive soap and Halo shampoo, the bestest in the world. This is Judy Canova from Hollywood wishing you all a Merry Christmas and singing, go to sleep, little baby, go to sleep, little baby. When you wake, you'll patty, patty cake, ride a shiny little
The Judy Canova Show is written by Fred Fox and Henry Hoople with John Ward and Hank Ladd and is produced and directed by Joe Rhines. Here's news for Dennis Day fans. Starting Christmas night, the Dennis Day Show will be broadcast on Wednesday night. Remember, next week, tune in the Dennis Day Show, Christmas night.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
again. This is Jack Benny. Well, the Christmas season is here again, so through the Armed Forces Radio Service, your voice of information and education, I want to extend my personal greetings for a very Merry Christmas and a wonderfully Happy New Year. For all of us, Christmas means gifts. Now, I couldn't send packages to all of you, could I? Well, could I? Not even cards. What if some of you who don't know me receive them? I mean, what would Emily Post say? But rather than talk, I'd like to play something for you. I have some practicing to do first, but I don't mind if you listen. I'll begin playing in just a moment. Excuse me, will you? Just an exercise or two.
No, Mr. Benny. You better try the exercises once more.
All right, Professor LeBlanc.
Alors, commence. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Do not make it too legato. Grip your bow and play staccato. Softly like a birdie chirping, you sound like a horse that's burping. That's enough, Mr. Benny. Now, try intermezzo again.
Yes, sir.
No, Mr. Benny. Huh? Please, a violin is a delicate instrument. It has a heart. It has a soul. You have already broken its heart. Have pity on its soul.
I see.
You see.
Please, Professor, control yourself. Would you like a glass of water?
Yes. Put a little cyanide in it.
Not till we finish the lesson.
All right. Take the exercises once more.
Yes, sir.
Play it softly, play it tender. Where can I go to surrender? Make the notes a smoother mixture. This is worse than your last picture. My forehead is getting woozy. Onesie, twosie, I hate yousie. All right, Mr. Benny, all right. Now try intermezzo once more.
Yes, sir.
Sacre bleu.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Mr. Benny, the violin has only 4 strings. Your left hand has only 5 fingers. How can just the 9 of you make so many mistakes?
I'll try it again.
Please, and this time, just follow these simple instructions. Relax, be calm, and slide the bow delicately over the strings.
Is that all?
That's all. Now, commence. 1, 2. You see, it sounds better already.
They're fixing the strings. I'll try it again.
No. Let's call it a day. The lesson she has done.
Tut, Professor. Look at the clock. The lesson still has 14 seconds to go.
14 seconds.
That's right.
And then you will give me back my pants.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Commence. The bell, the alarm clock, the hour, she is up. The lesson, she is finished. I am liberated, free. And on the Monday of Patrie.
Professor! Control yourself! Control yourself! Stop kissing me! My goodness, these Frenchmen are so emotional.
Oh, forgive me, Monsieur Benet. I forgot myself.
Well, Professor, the lesson is over. You may go now.
But, Monsieur, you've forgotten something. You haven't paid me.
Oh, yes. Oh, by the way, Professor, would you like some lunch?
No, I wanted money this time.
Well, I'll have to get it for you. Excuse me a minute, will you, please? Come in. Oh, hello, Don.
Hello, Jack.
Come on in.
Thanks.
Don, what are you giggling about?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. You didn't come over here. Don, what have you got behind your back?
Mary, Phil, and Dennis.
Hello, Jack.
Hiya, Jackson.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I know Don is big, but how the three of you can hide behind him is beyond me.
I beg your pardon, but would you mind waiting on me first?
What?
I saw this line, so I got in it.
Look, miss.
I'll have size 9, 1 pound, or where it won't show.
Size 9, 1 pound, or where it won't show?
Yeah. Nowadays, when you see a line, it's either for nylons, butter, or vaccination.
Oh, yes, but this happens to be a private residence.
Oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, by the way, as long as you're here, would you like some lunch?
No, thank you.
Didn't even give me a chance to show her the menu.
Jack Benny, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Mary, what's wrong with serving lunch?
Imagine putting stools around your swimming pool and calling it the Seaside Cafe.
So what? I serve good sandwiches and draft beer.
That's right, Liddy. Pickle in the middle and the beer on tap. Oh, Harris, that gag alone ought to get you a summer show.
Phil, that kind of stuff won't keep in the summer. You kids can laugh if you want to, but I have the best beer in town.
Oh, Mr. Benny.
Yes, Dennis?
I'm going to deliver your keg of beer tomorrow.
You are? Why?
My mother sprained her back.
Oh, that's a shame. How did it happen?
Well, yesterday, when my mother was at work, my father waxed the floor in the kitchen. It was sure slick.
Oh, you mean when your mother stepped in, her feet went out from under?
I think so. We got our footprints on the ceiling.
Well, that's too bad. Did your father tape up her back?
No, her mouth. You should have heard what she was calling him.
I don't blame her. Anyway, kids, what's going on? How come you all dropped in together?
Well, we're going to the beach, Jack, and we thought you'd like to go with us.
The beach? No, I don't think so.
Oh, Jack, stop being afraid. What happened to you last year won't happen again.
What happened, Livy?
Well, Jack was lying on the sand, and 2 men came over and tried to bury him.
Yeah.
Tried to bury him? So what? They were only kidding.
Not when they were playing organ music at the same time.
Yeah, imagine those 2 undertakers coming down there looking for business.
Well, it was your own fault for lying on the beach in a tuxedo.
No, that wasn't a tuxedo. That was my old bathing suit, and the lapels were a little shiny. Anyway, kids, you run out to the beach. I got to stay home and practice my violin.
Hey, Jackson, you're not serious about that concert tour next summer, are you?
I certainly am, and no swing stuff for me. I'm going to play the classics. You know, that long-haired stuff.
Long-haired stuff?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You ain't got the talent or the toupee for it.
I'll get along. Don't worry. Now, look, kids, I'm kind of busy today, so if you're going to the beach, go ahead.
Okay, Jackson. Come on, kids. Let's go.
Say, Jack, is our program all set for Sunday?
All except Dennis' song. Just run over it once, will you, kid?
Yes, sir.
Monsieur Benny, I am waiting.
Oh, Professor LeBlanc, I forgot all about you. You want your money. I owe you for 6 lessons, don't I?
No, 5 lessons.
I thought it was 6.
No, 5. I am not charging you for the time I hit you on the head with the violin.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, I'll get you the money as soon as I hear this song. Go ahead, Dennis, let's have it. Professor, put your pants on. Please.
I still will feel the same as I do now. These little words I know can never show how true I'll be. But if you don't believe me, just you wait and see.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry. So many things came up there. I'll play some other time, if I may. You know, it's been that way for a long time. Every time I start, people come in with all kinds of problems and bother me and don't ever give me a chance to finish. Oh, excuse me. I think Rochester's calling me. What do you want, Rochester?
Say, boss, the telephone operator has been trying to reach you. You got a long-distance call from New York.
Oh. Well, I'll take it on this phone here.
Say, Mabel. Yeah. Mr. Benny's dressing room is flashing. I wonder what Stella Dallas wants now. I don't know. I'll find out. Hello.
Operator, this is Jack Benny. You have a long-distance call for me?
Just a second, Mr. Benny. I'll check on it. Say, Mabel, did you handle a long-distance call for Mr. Benny? Oh, yeah. New York was trying to get him. I'll plug in the long-distance operator. Say, Gertrude, ain't that Jack Benny an amazing character? Yeah. I'll never forget how he kept buying me candy bars and trying to lure me up to his apartment to show me his etchings. And finally, like a darn fool, I went, see what happened? He showed me his etchings. You know, I don't... Hello, NBC. Yes, Mr. Gildersleeve, I'll plug you in immediately. T-Mabel, my switchboard's all filled. Benny's on the first plug, Gildersleeve's on the second, and Greenberg's on third. You think that some... Yes? All right, I'll tell him. Oh, Mr. Benny.
Yes, operator.
That long-distance call was canceled.
All right, thank you. All right, kids, now let's start the rehearsal. Where's Larry Stevens?
Here I am, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello, kid.
Gee, $646,000. Oh, boy, could I use that money now that I'm married.
Why? What would you do with all that money, kid?
I'd go on a honeymoon.
But I thought you went on a honeymoon.
Yeah, but this time I'd take my wife with me.
Well, kid, someday you may be as smart as I am. Now, let's get on with the rehearsal. Now, Larry, you go over your song while we go in the other room and read the script.
Okay.
Now, come on, fellas. Let's go.
You came along from out of nowhere. You took my heart and found it free. Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes from nowhere made every hour sweet as a flower for me. If you should go back to your nowhere, leaving with me a memory, I'll always wait for your return out of nowhere, hoping you'll bring your love
for waiting. Of course, you realize that you've just heard 2 spots from past shows of mine. Now, the whole gang wanted to get in on this Christmas greeting to you, but schedules being what they are, we couldn't all make it at one time. So we decided that we'd take some of the high points so that everybody could be remembered to you. There's one other spot I'd like you to hear. You'll hear every one of us, plus a special visitor. But let's let Don Wilson tell us about it.
About 3 hours ago, Jack Benny left home for the studio. Rochester was driving him, and on the way they had a little tire trouble. So let's go back and find out what happened.
How much longer before you'll have the spare on, Rochester?
Just a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes. Would have been fixed long ago if I'd have done it myself.
Hand me the wrench, will you, boss?
The wrench? Here.
That's the screwdriver.
Oh, the wrench. Here.
That's the pump.
Oh, here.
That's the hubcap.
Oh, you want the wrench? The wrench.
You're back to the screwdriver again.
Oh.
Let's go around again, boss. I need the rest.
What?
You know, boss, you just ain't mechanically minded.
I am, too.
Then why do you call me every morning to screw the cap back on your toothpaste?
Look, just hurry with the tire, will you?
I'm almost finished.
Good. I just can't understand having a blowout. A very good tire. It's a General.
I know, but you've run this General down to a buck private.
Stop being silly. That tire hasn't got so many holes in it.
It hasn't. Boss, the inner tube could be arrested for indecent exposure.
What?
Even the wheel is ashamed to go around with it.
Rochester, that's a terrible joke. An awful joke. What are you laughing at?
You always say that, and 2 weeks later it shows up on your program.
It does not. Now, come on, you're all through. Let's get going. You know, Rochester, one of the reasons I haven't fixed this car up is that I've been thinking of getting a new one.
Really, boss?
Yes. I think this car has just about seen its best days.
I told you that the day you bought it.
I know.
Do you really think you'll buy a new car?
Well, it all depends on what they'll allow me for a trade-in on this car. How much do you think they'll appraise it for?
Boss, when a car gets this old, they don't appraise it, they weigh it.
Well, they'll have to give me a good price or I won't trade. We're pretty close to NBC. You better start looking for a parking place.
Why don't we go to a parking lot?
Rochester.
Sorry, boss. I'm letting my post-war plans get the best of me.
Here's a parking place right here in front of the studio.
Okay.
I'm going in. You stay here and watch the car.
Yes, sir. What an automobile. This is the car that made the Irishman stop smiling.
What?
And drove months mad.
Never mind. Just stay here and wait for me. Da-da-dee-da-dum, da-dee-da-dum, da-dum, dum-dee. Oh, hello, little boy.
Hello. Mr. Benny, may I have your autograph, please?
Why, certainly. There you are. Jack Benny.
Thank you. Say, Mr. Benny, are you really 37 years old?
Well, I will be in February. How old are you, Sonny?
5.
Only 5?
Well, I will be in June.
Well, goodbye, Sonny. I have to run along.
Jackson.
Oh, hello, Phil.
Am I late?
No, I just got here myself.
Are you Phil Harris?
Yeah, that's me. Do you want my autograph?
Gee, I'd sure like to have it.
Okay, hand me your book. There you are. Phil Harris.
Thank you. Gee, aren't there supposed to be 2 R's in Harris?
I don't know, kid. I spell it different every time.
Come on, Phil. Let's go.
Hey, Jackson, what's that you got under your arm?
Oh, it's a box of candy I'm giving Mary. Just a little surprise. You know, she was so nice to me when I was in the hospital last week. Come on, let's go in. You know, Phil, on the program today, I wish you played...
Hiya, Jack. Hello, Philby.
Well, Cass Daly.
Hiya, Cass.
Well, glad to see you, Cass.
Well, thanks. And say, Jack, I'm glad I met you and Phil. I'd like to invite you to a party I'm giving Saturday night. Gosh, I've asked everybody in Hollywood. Clark Gable, Van Johnson, Bing Crosby, Cary Grant, Jared Cooper, Fred McMurray.
But, Cass, they're all men. Aren't you inviting any girls?
You're new around here, ain't you, bud?
Why? Well, so long, Cass. See you later.
Go on, Jack.
You know, Phil, it's fun coming down to the broadcast every week. You see the old gang like Cass Daly and all the others.
Yeah. You know, Jackson, Cass lives out in my neighborhood.
She does?
Yeah. You only get to see her once a week, but I get to see Cass daily. Oh, Harris, you said it and nobody's glad.
Phil, how can you think of all those corny jokes?
I don't know, Jackson. They just come to me.
Well, isn't there someplace you can hide? You know, Phil, those are the kind of jokes that made the Irishman stop smiling and drove months mad. If Rochester thinks I'm going to wait 2 weeks, he's crazy. No, sir.
What did you say, Jackson?
Nothing. Hey, there's Larry rehearsing along. Come on, Phil, let's go over to my dressing room, will you? Come on.
I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I am starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I were somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing things that I have never heard from a girl I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring.
Say, Phil, the kid's voice is improving all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, and how do you like the way my band accompanies them?
Very good, Phil, very good. But look, isn't that a new guitar player you've got over there?
Where?
Right over there, sitting on the stool. Isn't he new?
No, that's Frankie. We just washed him.
Oh. Well, Phil, why don't you use soap on the rest of them? You might find some pretty good musicians under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There, you better... Phil, you better rehearse your number now. I'm going over to Mary's dressing room and give her this box of candy.
Okay.
Ya-da-dee-da-dum, da-dee-da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-dee-da. Gee, Mary would be surprised to get this candy. Da-da. I'll disguise my voice.
Who is it?
It's the man you're deliriously and madly in love with.
Oh, you can't fool me. Come on in, Charlie.
Charlie? Mary, I demand an explanation.
Jack, I knew it was you all the time.
Oh.
And stop pouting.
Pouting? Listen, sister, I never let any girl upset me.
Oh, no. What about the time your girlfriend, Gladys Abisco, returned those socks you knitted for her?
Mary, you know I don't knit socks for girls. I knitted those for myself. Well, I did.
Well, why'd you give them to Gladys?
Because they were too big for me. That's why. Anyway, Mary, I stopped off on the way to the studio and bought you this box of candy. Here.
Candy? Gee, thanks. Why'd you do that?
God, you were so nice to me when I was in the hospital last week.
Oh, it was nothing.
It was, too. You came to see me every day, and that's a sign you love me.
No, it is not.
It is, too. I know you. You try to act like you don't, but deep down inside, you think I'm peachy.
Oh, sure. I think you're ginger peachy with whipped cream and a cherry on top, a root toot toot, and a tutti fruit.
You've been around Harris too long. Listen, you can joke all you want to, Mary, but it's the little things you do that show me how you really feel. Like last night when I took you for a drive. That was a nice thing you did.
Well, we ran out of gas. Somebody had to get out and push.
Well, you didn't have to push so fast. I got a ticket. Anyway, Mary, now that I brought you a box of candy, you going to give me a little kiss?
Oh, for heaven's sake. Every time a man brings a girl a box of candy, he wants a kiss. It's the same thing with my sister, Babe.
It isn't the same. She brings the candy. Anyway, what are you stalling about? Give me a little kiss. Huh?
Jack, I'm not stalling, but take a look at yourself in the mirror. Why didn't you shave?
Oh, I don't think I need a shave.
You do, too.
Well, maybe a little. I can wait till tomorrow.
Jack, I never saw anyone like you. If it's hair, you hate to lose it.
I'll get cleaned up later. I got to run back to my dressing room now and get ready for the show. So long.
So long. Oh, Jack, I meant to tell you, sometime when you're thinking of using a guest star, why not get Boris Karloff?
Boris Karloff?
Yeah, I heard him on Fred Allen's program last week, and he was wonderful.
Well, what do you know? Boris Karloff and Fred Allen on the same program. That's like two totem poles broadcasting from the La Brea tar pit. I'll see you later, Mary.
Okay.
I can't get over it. Karloff and Allen on the same program. That's like two totem poles. Oh, I said that. I must stop parking my gum on my glasses. As gruesome as he is, I can't understand how...
Oh, hello, Jack. What are you mumbling about?
Oh, hello, Don. Say, did you hear Fred Allen's program last week?
Yes. Oh, you know, he had the most terrific joke about you.
He did, huh? What was it?
He said the Lone Ranger wanted to follow your program because there was enough corn on it to feed his horse.
That's the first time I ever saw a man laugh himself out of a job. Well, that does it for now. You have my best wishes and those of the rest of the gang. Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Dennis Day, Larry Stevens, Rochester, and Don Wilson. I know that you have as much of a Christmas as is possible over there. Trees, lights, tinsel, and a special feeling. Let me add something to this night, this very special night. It began 1946 years ago. Let's do more than hope and pray. Let's wind some of the special feeling around our fingers, just as a gentle reminder that the Christmas spirit is a pretty good thing to have around our house every day of the year, as an insurance policy guaranteeing peace in the family of nations. This is Jack Benny saying good night.
This program has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service, the voice of information and education.
United States Steel, USS, the industrial family that serves the nation, presents the Theater Guild on the Air. Our stars, Oscar Homolka and Eileen McMahon. The play, Papa Is All, by Patterson Green, produced on the air tonight by the Theater Guild, one of America's foremost theatrical producers. Every day, everywhere, you are served by products of steel. In your home, in your business, in your travel. The trademark of United States Steel, USS, on any steel product is your guide to quality steel. And now, direct from the stage of the Vanderbilt Theater in New York, the United States Steel Corporation brings you Papa Is All. And here is Roger Pryor speaking for the Theater Guild.
Good evening, everyone. The scene of our play is the fertile farmland of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, home of the thrifty Pennsylvania Dutch and the Mennonites. Papa and Mama Aucamp are Mennonites, known as the plain people. They don't hold with things that are worldly or frivolous. Oh, no. Mama wears a prim gown with a high-neck bodice, a long, full skirt, and a small, becoming Mennonite bonnet. Papa, too, dresses severely, but aside from his sober clothes, there's nothing of the true Mennonite about Papa. Like most dictators everywhere, Papa is a victim of self-delusion. So let's listen now to the characteristic cadence of Pennsylvania Dutch speech and learn what happens when Papa Is All, starring Oscar Homolka as Papa and Eileen McMahon as Mama, and featuring Peggy Conklin and Elliot Reed. Every spring, standing prominently in front of the auctioneer's booth at the cattle sale is a grim-faced, forbidding-looking man. He's Papa Aucamp. This year, one of his cows is dead, and he wants a new one. The best he can find for the least money. Papa Aucamp, besides being a mean man, is a near man. Wonderful near. Just plain stingy.
I'm bid 300 from Mr. Ditzler for this straight-line Guernsey cow. Going once at 300. Going twice. Going 3 times. Sold to Mr. Ditzler. And now for this brindle cow. I know. She's a little skinny. $35. Come, Mr. Zorn. We want a serious bid, please. $100. $100.
$100.50. Mr. Aucamp, such a bid you can't make now.
Leave me be, Zimmer. I know what I'm doing.
Do I hear another bid?
$110.
That's more like it. $110. Who'll say 120?
$110.25.
Watch it, Aucamp. You're getting wrecked. Mr. Aucamp, this is a cattle auction, not a 10-cent store.
$120. Mr. Aucamp, bid now. Good bid. $120.10.
Let him have it. Sure, it's a mean cow.
Mean like old man Aucamp.
I'm bid $120.10 from Mr. Aucamp. Wait till he gets that cow home. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. sold to Mr. Alcott.
A bargain I get, eh, Zimmer?
You might better got the Guernsey, Mr. Aukamp.
Too dear.
Yeah, your neighbor I've been long enough to know it's always everything too dear for you.
We go home, Zimmer, now.
In the meantime, Mama Aukamp and Jake are at home making the most of Papa's absence. It's May 1941, but the shining copper pots and pans, the kerosene lamps, the stone jugs filled with water from the pump, and the ancient iron cook stove look more like May 1900. But Papa Aukamp likes it that way. Papa is a staunch foe of change.
Such a funny evening out, Jake. Full moon it gives, and it's daylight still.
The shadows make like patches on the hill. Like you're quilting somewhat, Mama.
Some wood the stove needs now, Jake.
Oh, yeah, Mama.
Papa's dumplings cooking there.
He'll be back from Lancaster for supper still.
Jake, now you know Papa don't uphold with eating out.
Yeah, but when he goes to the fair...
He gets home still for supper.
So peaceful it is without him, Mama. If he could go only more often to the fair that way.
Yeah, Jake, but if he goes more often, he spends so his money on cows. And then, Jake, with us, he is more near than ever.
Only this time he need a cow for really, Mama. Since our old Guernsey cow is all.
Yeah, this time he is right, Jake. Is your invention done nearly?
Ah, Mama, it's no invention. It's just a drawing, like, of a machine. I'm studying how the gear should go one into the other.
Emma told her Bill about your invention.
The surveyor? Yeah?
Yeah, he knows about such things, being a surveyor that way.
Oh, yeah. He said I should go to a school in Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh? Jake, now. Papa don't let you go off the farm hardly. A school in Pittsburgh you could never go at.
Oh, you don't go to this school, Mama. They send you your lessons only in a letter, and you send it them back, and then they send you it back again with the mistakes on.
Papa wouldn't uphold with such a school.
I could make me my lessons while he's away. And then maybe someday I could make me such a machine that could fly so.
Papa says flying is sinful.
Then why ain't it sinful to have an automobile car?
An automobile car don't fly, Jake. And anyway, Papa don't drive it, and he rides in it only.
Yeah, it's a bargain he makes. He'll get a ride, and he'll let the devil get somebody else for driving it still.
If you could once feel to believe, Jake, like Papa and me.
But if I feel to believe, Mama, who'd drive for Papa his automobile car?
Oh, Jake, a joke you make always.
I could believe better if I could be sure it wouldn't make me like Papa none. Emma, too.
Oh, Emma, where is she now, Jake? I want she should get in behind Papa gets home. Always it's late when you leave Emma do your milking all.
Emma's not so handy for the milking.
The Jersey cow don't give down so good to Emma. Papa says she's mean.
She ain't mean, Mama. She just don't like Papa only. I don't like him also.
Jake, now. Other boys got a Papa and they don't talk so about them.
Other boys ain't got Papa. Well, I'll go to help Emma. But milking, I don't think she is yet.
No, where is she?
Her Bill saw Papa go away this morning. By the style, he's been waiting
Jake,
already.
now better you hurry some. If Papa was to find her with Bill already.
Yeah, I'll tell her now, Mama.
Emma, won't you let me take you to a picture show?
A picture show, Bill?
Sure. There's a swell double feature in Lancaster tonight.
Oh, a picture show I've never seen once.
Listen, Emma, we can't go on this way any longer. Like we're doing something we have to be ashamed of. I want to take you around and show you off. I'm proud of you.
Proud I am of you, too, Bill. Awful proud.
Emma, where are you now?
Oh, here, Jake, by the stile.
Emma.
Mama said you should come home now.
Hello, Jake.
Hello.
Jake, Bill wants to take me by Lancaster to a picture show.
Emma, Papa'd hide you if he even knew you was thinking about a picture show only.
I'd like to see that pop of yours once, just once.
Bill, don't be even saying such a thing now. If you saw him once only, I could never see you again. Not ever.
Oh, yeah, she has right. Emma, the milking now, is it done already?
Yes, Jake. By the spring house it is.
In the crock still?
Yeah, but Jake, I was hurrying some and I knocked one of Papa's crocks from the shelf off.
Emma, one of the new ones still?
Yeah. Right in half it broke.
Oh, Papa'll be wonderful spited.
I hid the pieces in the Jersey cow's feed bin.
Emma, now. If she was to eat them that way.
Oh, she won't. She's smart, that cow.
I'll go take Mama her milk. But you come soon now, Emma. Behind Papa gets back.
Till a minute now.
Bye, Bill.
Goodbye, Jake.
Bill, if it gives a chance, you'll come tomorrow here?
It's so long to wait till tomorrow to see you, Emma.
Yeah, it's long for me, too.
Emma, come with me tonight, please. Won't you try?
I'll try, Bill. Awful hard. I'll try to find the dares to do it.
Here now, Mama. I brought your milk up.
Yeah, Jake, put it there by the cupboard. Oh, Jake, this here is Mr. Prendle. At first I took him for a soldier, but he says no. He's a policeman only.
Hello, Jake.
Yeah?
He stopped to find out if we could tell him where the Moyer place is. You tell him, Jake. Oh, if I get it wrong, so.
You go first north until you come to the new cutoff. You go east and a half a mile, and then you turn again north. And you come to the little white house.
Jake, take a truck out here now.
Yeah. It's him, Mama.
It's Papa. Come now, mister.
How can you tell?
Oh, Zimmer's truck, I know.
David Zimmer? Why, he's my cousin.
Think of that, Vronsky. Zimmer's cousin and a policeman still. Ach, but Papa, he wouldn't like him, no. How better you go now. Oh, it's too late already.
With my back turned, you make some work. Visitors.
Papa, it's a policeman only.
I don't uphold with no policeman.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Ocamp, but after all, somebody's got to enforce the law.
He shouldn't give no law, but God's law.
Maybe not, but then who'd make people mind it?
Papa?
Quiet, double. You don't know better as the policeman here.
Jake's like you, Mr. Prendle. He's worldly, too.
Worldly?
Yeah, he don't believe like Papa and me.
A double, queer in the head he is. Already at his age, I felt to be plain. My father and his father before him followed the faith only. From the old country, they come to this place here so to believe what they feel to believe, without any unchristian fool like you tell them different.
Look here, Mr. Ocamp. Just because I don't believe what you do doesn't mean I'm unchristian.
Unchristian you are still. Spending your time only telling people how they should act still with other people. People should live alone by themselves, then, from other people away. Then it don't need no law and no policeman to tell them what they should do and what they should don't do. It need only the word of the Bible to tell them.
Look, Mr. Ocamp, I respect your beliefs, and I know a lot of your neighbors who feel the same way. Only they don't act like you do.
If they believe like me, then like me they should act.
That's where you're wrong, Mr. Ocamp, because you take advantage of your faith to get your own way about things.
Such talk I don't hold with.
No, you don't hold with anything you can't answer, do you, Mr. Ocamp? And you certainly don't hold with me. So I'd better be going.
Go still.
Well, goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Ocamp.
Goodbye.
Well, thank you very much.
For why he thank you, Mama. For why, I say.
For nothing, Papa, except it gives good manners to say somewhat besides goodbye only.
Good manners ain't needful any.
No, Papa, but they don't hurt none also.
Where's Emma at?
At the barn, Papa, doing her milking or...
I just come now from the barn putting the new brindle cow in. But the barn she wasn't. Once she should be in behind I get here. I'll learn her yet.
Jake, where is she now?
By the stile talking to Bill, I left her.
Oh, Papa, only don't find her there. Mama. Emma, now, such a scare as you give us. Papa's gone to look for you.
I know, Mama. I seen him. I hid behind a tree till he went by already.
So why you did that?
I didn't want him to see me. I was happy a little. I wanted to stay that way some longer. Mama, Bill wants me to go to a picture show tonight by Lancaster.
Oh, if you could only.
Oh, if Papa had got home late only. Or if he had car trouble. Or a wreck.
The picture shows she couldn't be going with Papa laying out all wrecked somewhere.
The picture shows she can't be going if he ain't.
Oh, it ain't right. You can't have a young man without you should wreck Papa.
I know, Mama. I know. I just asked. Just to hear myself ask it.
Is Bill such a pleasing man now, Emma?
Awful pleasing, Mama. Every day he shaves.
For really?
And every night when he gets through working, he takes a bath.
All over?
Papa keeps us like in jail so we don't have to hire out no help that way.
Jake, now.
That's why he gives out that I'm queer in the head and why Emma can't see her surveyor in the parlor like other girls. So nobody can use us but him. Mama, I've been thinking already. We got a right to make what in the city they call a strike.
Strike Papa, Jake?
No, Mama, it don't mean like strike in the face. It just means you'd have off. Take now tomorrow morning. I don't go to the barn. Emma don't feed the chickens. You don't get breakfast.
How would Papa otherwise get his pancakes?
He ain't Mama, don't you see? All we got to do is don't do nothing.
You mean I should sit all day in my Windsor chair like I had off?
Yeah, you could sit some.
Oh, but I don't like it to be all day off.
But, Mama, when you make a strike, you got to have off when you don't want it, so after you can have it a little off always.
Well, it wouldn't be right for Jake. And anyway, I wouldn't dare.
None of us dares do anything in this house. If we could take a stand against him only, what could he do?
Cross he could get.
Cross he gets anyway, even when we don't take a stand.
If only once we could try it.
I could get me machine parts.
I could get a telephone at.
And the water in pipes from a faucet out.
So, somewhat more you make while I'm gone,
No,
still.
Papa. Emma's here.
I see her.
I came in just behind your left.
It's a double now. Jake?
Yeah, Papa?
Such food it gives now the Jersey cow's food bin? Oh. Jake, pick the pieces up. On your hands and knees, double. Now. Your face, I rub
No,
it.
Papa, don't.
I'll show you how it feels when it gives you a face, such a broken crock.
Please don't, Papa. He didn't mean no harm now.
So, Mama, my cow dead if I don't come home and find out about it. You'll tell me now, Jake. What was the crock pieces in the feed bin for?
I don't know.
Did you put them there?
Yes, Papa.
For why?
I don't know.
The whip now from the porch. You get me.
Papa, don't whip Jake.
Yeah, Emma. Why shouldn't I don't?
It was I done it.
Such a devil is in you still, Emma.
I tried to hide the pieces.
A devil is in you, for really. I'd have a right to lay a whip on your back, too.
No, Papa, you won't.
The hand of God will be on you, Emma Orcamp. Jake, get me the whip. What's this on the table still?
My drawings, Papa.
With all the work to do, you loaf in the house and make pictures? Devices still?
Please, Papa. Please, don't burn them.
And any more I find to go in the stove? After. Now go to the barn, you, and put some hay for the new cow in. Go now, quick!
Yes, Papa.
And you, Mama, out in that lamp. And my supper. On the table it should be already.
In a minute, Papa.
In a minute I come from down upstairs. In a minute it be on the table now.
Yes, Papa.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it anymore, Mama.
Jake's drawings is black a little only from the stove.
Mama, I'm going with Bill.
Emma, now. You're set for a good much trouble.
I can't help it.
Always you're so warm in the head.
Well, if you say so, Mama, I won't go.
No, I don't say you should go, and I don't say you should don't. If I leave you the door open, will you lock it good after?
Oh, Mama. Are you afraid, Mama?
I don't rightly know, Emma.
You needn't be. It ain't sinful. It don't feel sinful, Annie. Jake, Emma is going.
Did you give her durst, Mama?
No, Papa, give her.
And anyway, she goes still?
Good night, Mama. Good night, Jake.
And her? A girl only.
Yeah, when her back she gets up, she's wonderful brave.
Oh, I ain't brave ever, Mama.
Mama! Where's Emma?
Jake, in Emma's bed. Get down, quick.
By the stairs I can't go. He's coming down.
Could you climb up at the porch?
Mama!
Yeah, maybe by the porch. If I have time only.
Was that Emma seen by the big meadow crossing?
Emma still.
Emma, I said.
Ain't she gone to her room still?
I'll see.
Papa, if she's asleep already.
Asleep she can't be already. No dinner she said.
Dinner she didn't want. She was some tired.
Tired still. I'll wake her up.
Is she there, Papa?
Yeah. She's in bed there. And why you ask me now? Ain't you told me she was there?
Yes, Papa.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just feel I don't want to stand up about it.
Where's Jake at?
Oh, you sent him to the barn before.
He should be back sooner. I'll look once myself and see what he's making this time.
Yes, Papa. You look once.
Jake, now.
Emma, he thought I was.
I didn't breathe none at all till I was sure you had time to get into bed.
With my shoes on, I got in. Such washing it makes you, Mama.
It'll be worse as washing if Papa finds out there were.
Mama, Do you think she's with Bill now?
Yeah, she should be in his automobile car already.
Oh, worth it. I hope it will be for her.
Yeah, Jake. I can see it's worth it. Full much worth it.
Oh, Bill, I can hardly believe it's me. Here at Lancaster, going to a picture show already.
It's you, all right, Emma. I wouldn't be taking anybody else.
The next complete show starts at 8.
Oh, that'll be going quick now.
Hey, wait a minute, Emma. I've got to buy us tickets first.
Oh, yeah.
2 of your best seats, please.
Immediately seating in the balcony.
Come on, Emma. We're not going to sit in the balcony. We'll find some seats downstairs.
Oh, Bill, was ever such an exciting evening. Better we hurry now, Mrs. Dingleberger, to see both pictures.
Mrs. Yoder, look now. Going into the theater.
2 downstairs places, please. What? Mrs. Dingleberger, where should I look still?
Emma Aukamp with a young man.
Emma Aukamp? Where?
Just going in the door there.
Oh, my eyes, I can hardly believe.
Oh, you're changed still, Mrs. Yoder.
Oh, I forgot. Such a shocker that Papa Aukamp must be sick.
Could he be dead yet?
Such luck they couldn't have.
Mama?
Yes, Papa?
Did you lock the door?
The door?
The door, I said. Did you lock it?
Yes, Papa.
A noise I heard. I go look.
No, Papa, no. It gives no noise. You dreamed the noise, maybe.
Baby.
Yes, Papa. Maybe.
Oh, Jake, such sunshine it gives. I come out here in the yard once to look at it a little.
You're wonderful spirited, Emma.
It's a wonderful world, Jake. You're wonderful. Mama's wonderful.
And Papa. Papa ain't wonderful, none at all.
Jake, he don't know nothing.
If he knowed something, he'd be telling you himself already.
If he don't find out only.
Yeah, if he don't.
Where's he now, Jake?
Talking to Dittendorf the fence over if he'll trade the brindle cow. A mean cow he buy always. Then to Dittendorf he tries to trade it still.
There's Mama.
By the house. I moved her down the quilting frame. She's in the kitchen quilting with Mrs. Yoder.
Again, I lost my blue thread, Mrs. Yoder.
In your working basket, maybe, Mrs. Zoka.
The blue thread in my working basket is purple all.
Ah, well, blue's better when it's purple a little. Mrs. Ocamp, you got the new mail order book there.
Yeah, Papa gets it for the farm tools only. He don't buy none, though.
Could I look at it once?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, such a nice dress here. Look, Mrs. Ocamp. I could make over my Sharanian print that way if you leave me take the book home yet.
Oh, take it still, Mrs. Yoder. I don't uphold to dressing worldly none.
Yeah, when you wear plain, you don't need to study about how you'll dress that way. But Emma, now, a nicer dress this might be for her than what she had last night by the picture show at.
What say?
I say that Emma wore last night by the picture show.
You seen Emma by Lancaster at?
If I didn't, I was so surprised you could have knocked me with a shovel over.
Mrs. Yoder. Mrs. Yoder, you wouldn't speak nothing about it to him, to Papa.
He don't know it, Mrs. Oak.
No, for how could Emma have otherwise gone?
Well, think on that once. If I ain't glad you give her this, and don't worry whatever about me, I ain't telling Annie. And what's more, I'll say to everyone else who's seen her not to speaking nothing about it also.
Who's seen her else?
Oh, a few only. The Schwenkfelders, maybe, and the Ditzlers, and Rebecca Crossman was there with a stranger from Coxwell out.
Oh, that's full many people.
And there ain't one of them won't be glad to help Alma some.
Oh, Mrs. Yoder, you won't forget now to remember you don't tell anybody.
Oh, I feel like I don't dare speak, whatever.
Oh, come, Papa.
Could we think? somewhat.
No, Papa, ain't much for singing.
Oh, well, yeah. When you sing that way, you don't speak, honey.
Yeah, let's sing a little. I make an alto if I otherwise can. It came upon a midnight clear, the glorious sun.
Where's my almanac at?
What say?
My almanac.
Oh, Jack took it upstairs to read a while.
Well, learn him to take what's mine already.
Oh, Papa, us man people give the almanac to Jake, ain't he, didn't?
What's in this house is mine now. Fetch me it.
Yes, Papa. Mrs. Yoder, don't you feel to sing any?
Oh, for sure. It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious
I don't
sun
uphold to
above.
singing.
Oh, Mr. Alcombe, I forgot.
Singing is for church.
Does it look like rain, Nanny?
Look yourself the window out.
A little rain, we could use it, though. Think not.
No.
It's like a picture I seen once where they didn't have no rain and the only horses they got was a candle. Oh, I forgot. You don't uphold the picture shows also.
Devices of the devil they are.
Mr. Ocamp, but as your own...
What's that?
It came upon a midnight
The chick had put it in his wooden box. Mrs. Yoder. Mrs. Yoder. You could let singing now a little.
That's a relief now. But I ain't spoken nothing for all about what you told me not to.
What's that?
Mrs. Yoder, if you feel to go home, Annie, I wouldn't otherwise keep you. You'll come back till a little, eh?
Yeah, till a little maybe, when supper is all. Goodbye.
Secrets you make behind my back,
No,
Mama?
Papa.
Mama, somebody gives you ain't told me. Somebody gives last night.
No, Papa, no.
In your whole life already you ain't lied to me, never. I ask you now right out. What was it last night?
Last night it was nothing, Papa.
Your word you give?
Yes.
Oh, Mrs. Ockham, such forgetfulness I got. The dress picture I left behind
Mrs.
me.
Yoder, right here on the windowsill.
I bring it back till I finish.
It ain't needful, Mrs. Yoder. I don't use it, Amy.
But for Amma, Maggie.
Emma got close enough.
Oh, yeah, sure, Mr. Ockham. But the nicer dress she had on by Lancaster last night. Well, I'll give you goodbye till a little later.
In Lancaster still.
Papa, please. She's a young girl only.
In my own house you turn again me and uphold to lying and deceitfulness.
It was only to a picture show she went that way.
Hold your mouth with such lies in it.
Mama, is there something wrong?
You ask Emma Orkan?
Mama, what is it?
Where was you last night?
Where was I? Why, he knows Emma, Mrs. Yoder, she's seen you.
You shame me. You shame my house. That my head I should ever hold up again with you roaming the street at night like a...
That word you don't use at me, Papa.
You sass me back?
You call me no more such names. I've done nothing any more than what I got full right to do.
You leave my house without you ask me the dust. You trade some truck in the night like a cat or whatever. Sneaking out from the house, sneaking back in whatever. I'll learn you once.
Stop it, Papa. If you touch me, I'll kill you with my own hands dead.
What, say?
What right have you got to treat us worse than cattle in the barn and pigs in the sty even? Why shouldn't I go with a young man out?
A young man still? Who was he?
I'm not telling Annie.
Kate! So now where is Kate?
Out here, Papa.
Come in.
Yes, Papa?
Fetch me the whip. Emma, you will tell me who he was still?
I'm not telling Papa. You came with me.
Take the whip now.
It was me, Papa. It was me went with her.
No more lies, Stopple. Your turn's coming till I get the truth out of this. Fetch me the whip now.
That's the surveyor still. I works on the new cut-off making.
So, the surveyor. A foreigner you take. Worse as a gypsy, even from the ditches out. Kate, get me the auto car out.
It ain't working good, Papa.
Get me it out, I say, or it gives the whip for Emma. I'll learn a vagabond to disgrace like me like that.
No, Papa. Don't take that gun now.
That guns it gives for vagabonds and varmints. Kate, you cannot.
Till a minute only, Papa. Emma, don't you worry none.
Oh, you kill him. Oh, really?
Kate!
I'll stop him sooner.
Oh, nobody can stop him.
I can. What it'll be, I ain't studied yet, but I promise you now, Emma. I'll stop him. Whatever.
You are listening to Papa Is All, produced by the Theater Guild on the Air and presented by the United States Steel Corporation. And now, here is George Hicks with a Christmas message.
The night was dark and cold, and there was snow on the hills of Judea, as a weary man led a donkey into the outskirts of a town in southern Palestine. He and his wife had come a long way. According to the Romans, the date was 754. According to our calendar, it was one day B.C., and the man and his wife were Joseph and Mary. Through the crowded streets of Bethlehem, they went to the inn, but there was no room for them. So they took refuge in the only place they could find, a warm stable. And there, in the stable, a boy was born. A manger was his crib. About that time, 3 wise men entered the city of Jerusalem. They said that they'd been led by a star out of the east to find the newborn child who would be king of his people, and they bore gifts of gold and incense for the infant. The 3 wise men were directed to Bethlehem because an ancient prophecy had foretold the birth of the ruler there. In the stable, as the happy parents were admiring their firstborn, shepherds came bringing presents. They told how they'd been tending their sheep on the hills around Bethlehem when an angel appeared and said, "I bring you tidings of great joy. This day is born a Savior, Christ the Lord." And then the sky was filled with angels saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men."
Glory to God, glory to God in the highest, and peace on earth. Goodwill toward men, toward men, goodwill, goodwill, goodwill,
We pause now for station identification.
Your station is KECA Los Angeles.
You are listening to the Theater Guild on the Air, presented by the industrial family that serves the nation, United States Steel.
And now the curtain rises on the second act of Papa Is All by Patterson Green, starring Oscar Homolka as Papa and Aline McMahon as Mama, and featuring Peggy Conklin as Emma and Elliot Reed as Jake. Papa Ocamp has discovered that Emma, in her desperate strike for freedom, has done the unforgivable and gone to a picture show the last night with her Bill. Furious at this defiance of his ironclad tyranny, Papa has seized his ancient revolver and ordered poor Jake to take him in the automobile car to Lancaster in search of Bill. Meanwhile, Emma and Mama are sitting at home fearing and expecting the worst.
It's every minute seems like a lifetime since they've gone, Mama.
Yeah, but it's not more as an hour only.
If there was only somewhat we could do.
Papa makes it always so that there's nothing for to do.
If I could have telephoned to Bill.
Yeah, telephone would be some handy.
Mama, isn't there some way I could warn him still?
Emma, now it gives nothing to do but wait only.
Mama, how can you be so easy and quiet?
Easy and quiet I ain't inside, Emma. But with Papa already, I got some practice being that way outside.
Outside or inside, also I can't be easy with Papa shooting my Bill.
Emma, no, he ain't shot him yet, none.
How do you know he ain't?
Jake maybe done somewhat.
In his whole life already, Jake never done nothing against Papa.
You know, I concede this might be a good time for Jake to make the strike like what he told us it gives in the city.
Mama, I got to know now what he's doing.
Emma, now. Papa's maybe not the killing man. He's mean only.
I can't stand it, none. Not knowing this way. I can't stand it, Mama.
Faster you go now, Jake.
Papa, the old automobile car, it won't go none faster.
Faster, I say double.
But, Papa...
It gives no time for anything but killing.
Please, Papa, don't.
I'll kill him with my own hands dead. Dead where he should be already now.
Papa, it don't do no good to kill.
Dead and gone to the devil. For varmints and rats, the devil is waiting already. Get across that track there before the train comes, Jake.
Papa, I can't.
Get across, I say. I want no train to stop me now.
Oh, if only they'd come back, Mama, so I'd know.
Yeah, and if they come back, Papa must have his pancakes, shooting or no shooting. Do you think you could go to the spring house and bring me some milk up?
Yeah, Mama. Skim milk or with the... Mama. Mama, he's coming by the gate in.
Papa?
No, Jake still, and on foot yet.
No automobile car, eh?
Jake.
Yeah, Emma.
Did he shoot Bill?
No. He didn't shoot him any.
Oh, Jake, thank you. Thank you.
For why you thank me?
Jake, where is he?
Who?
Papa.
Papa is all.
Jake, what happened?
The hand of God done it. Like what Papa used to say.
Used to say, Jake?
Yeah, Papa is all. A train at the bend there. It killed him.
A train killed Papa?
Yeah, Mama. For really.
It don't sound like Papa, none to be so in the way of a train.
Jake, what happened exactly?
Exactly? Well, Emma, it happened exactly. Mm-hmm. The old automobile car, you know it was working some bad already. It stalled on the tracks with a train coming at.
It stalled, Jake?
Yeah, for really, Mama. I had time to jump only.
What about Papa? Why didn't he jump only?
What? For why he didn't? Why? Oh, he couldn't jump so fast, being old that way.
Jake, was he hit much?
The gas tank blowed up, Mama. The car, it's all burned already.
You mean it don't give whatever of Papa?
Maybe by now they found somewhat.
Yes. Oh, what they must find. Jake, I feel to see him.
Oh, Mama, now, it don't give nothing to see.
But I could look once. Take me to him, Jake.
Oh, think now, Mama. The automobile car.
Oh, Mrs. Yoto could take me, maybe. But it's so much to do here. Look now at that lamp, how it smokes.
Oh, I'll fix it, Mama.
There ain't no more lamps to fix now. It can give electric lights.
Yeah. And conveniences and such.
Mama can have now her telephone.
You can have now your young man in the parlor to sit.
Oh, Mama, was ever such a wonderful accident.
Emma, now, with Papa dead that way.
Well, that's what's wonderful, Mama. He's dead, and it's nobody's fault. And we can live now like other people.
Emma.
And, Mama, you can have your telephone, and Jake can study his mechanics drawing.
Yeah, Jake, you could go now to that school in Pittsburgh that you don't go to any.
Jake, and you can have a workshop, and I can have Bill.
Emma, Mama, wait once.
Yeah.
I got somewhat to tell you. No.
What is it, Jake?
Nothing, Mama. I was studying only about the devices and all.
Yeah, but Jake, first we got to mourn some.
No, Mama. No, it gives no time for mourning.
Jake, now, your whole life you got for devices and conveniences.
My whole life? Yeah, but even so, I feel to hurry some.
no number I want. You rang me my telephone.
Mrs. Oakham, it's me.
Oh, Mrs. Yost, it's a doorbell it was.
You were fast with your telephone, Mrs. Oakham. With Mr. Oakham's dead 3 days only. It still don't give anything, Mr. Oakham?
No, not even a little piece.
Think on that.
Yeah, it wonders me how he could be vanished like he was smoke or what.
Yeah, him such a hearty eater that way.
It's Jake only, trying out still the doorbell he made with the battery from the barn out. He wants it should ring this after when first Bill comes to call on Emma.
Such an event still.
In the afternoon he's got off and he's coming to sit with Emma out.
I can see she'll get her young man as good as if she had practiced that way. Jake's wonderful smart.
Yeah,
Mrs. Oakham, I almost forgot what I come for. It's a birthday party at Dietzler's for little Lizzie with a 6-8 cake and candles at. Me and Mr. Vivace should go along with us.
Oh, really, Mrs. Yoster? Papa don't uphold it. Poor Papa. We start soon already.
I go home. And tell Mister, we'll be tooting you the horn in a few minutes only.
It's my bed's to make still and the dorking hand on her neck yet.
Shake now. I suppose you'll be having machinery the whole place over.
If I do?
Oh, Chick. Mrs. Yoder wants I should go along with her and Mister to a party.
You're going, ain't?
The dorking hen now.
Oh, Mama, now. She won't hatch any if you watch.
Yeah, you come with Mrs. Oakham. I come right back in a minute with Mister.
Oh, such a kind woman is Mrs. Yoder.
An awful talking kind woman.
Mama. Oh, Emma, is your new dress already done now?
Not quite, Mama, but I'll have it done already behind he comes. What's Jake doing now?
Tearing the house apart some.
Leave him.
Emma has right.
Yeah, well, Emma, it wonders me with Papa dead so soon you wait a little for your young man come.
She's been waiting full long already.
And he has the afternoon off, Mama.
3 days only. That ain't so long to mourn for poor Papa. Sometimes it worries me because I forget to mourn any.
Mama, do you miss him for all?
Do I miss him?
If he was to come back, would you be glad for to see him?
Come back, he can't, Jake.
But if he did, would you be glad?
Papa said, Jake. It ain't needful to say I'd be glad or not.
Of course not. You talk crazy, Jake.
Oh, it's Mrs. Yoster now. My bonnet I must get you.
Oh, here it is, Mama.
Emma, my bed's to make.
Well, now, don't worry, Mama. I'll make them.
To a birthday party I'm going still with a 6-egg cake.
Have a good time, Mama.
Yeah, to give a wonderful time with Mrs. Yoster and Mister and their convertible automobile car with the radio at.
Mrs. Yoder, how much dance now in the rumble seat, Mrs. Oakham?
Could we go by the lessons, maybe?
Yeah.
Mrs. Yoder, it gives the new baby by the chutes. Could we stop by there, maybe?
If you feel so.
When he stops Danny, he's got the mumps.
Mumps, Stevie?
You didn't know that.
Oh, so busy I've been, Mrs. Oakham.
With the telephone has such wonderful things happen if you know it only. Could we stop maybe to see Benny, too, Mr. Yoder?
Such much so close.
Yeah, ain't.
If Mrs. Oakham feels to stop, we stop.
Mister, that's full kind of you.
Kindness you got coming to you, Mrs. Oakham.
Mama's been gone 2 hours already.
Yeah. A wonderful time she must be having.
Oh, Jake, it's like she's a new person.
Yeah, ain't.
The doorbell now. Couldn't be Bill so soon already.
I look once, Emma. No, it's Zimmer's kin, Brendel.
The policeman?
Yeah, well?
Hello, Jake. May I come in?
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Emma.
Hello.
Well, things look mighty different around here.
It's Papa gone only.
Sorry to hear about that. Jake, you were there, weren't you? How'd it happen?
I told already.
I don't believe what you're told. Nobody does. They just want to believe it because nobody liked your father. I don't believe you killed him.
I didn't kill him.
Look here, Jake. A man's reported dead. I'm sent to investigate, and I can't find a trace of his body.
The gas tank.
Yeah, I know. It blowed up.
But that's not enough, Jake. You'd better tell me now, or you'll find that some people who won't be as easy on you will be asking you a lot of questions.
I told already.
You've got to tell more, Jake, or else you're going to find yourself in plenty of trouble for killing your father.
But I said I didn't kill him.
You'll have to do better than say. Can you prove it, Jake?
Yeah.
How? Look, Jake, I'm your friend, but I'm a policeman, too. I've got to know. How can you prove it?
I can prove it. I can prove it for the reason he ain't dead. Poor Mama.
Thank you, Mrs. Yoder. Thank you, mister. We go soon again, Mrs. Oldcom. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye. Jacob, it's Mama back now.
Do we got to tell her?
Jake, of course.
Oh, she'll be wonderful disheartened. She's been enjoying him dead so much.
Oh, such an afternoon by Lefferts, by this
Mama.
by Schutz.
Mama.
By... Yeah, is somewhat wrong.
Mama, it's Papa still.
Papa?
He ain't dead.
Jake? Not any?
No, Mama.
But you said he was dead.
I know, but he ain't. I hit him some.
Jake, you lifted your hand against your pocket.
Not my hand, Mama. A monkey wrench only.
Jake, now.
It was a freight train stopped on the tracks there, and Papa yelling all the time how he'd shoot his revolver at Emma's young man, and I couldn't suffer it no more, so I hit him with a wrench the head over.
Oh, you might have killed him.
Not Papa. He went loose some, but he wasn't always dead, and it wasn't nobody looking, so I put him on the train in a coal car.
With the coal axe?
Yes, Mama. The automobile car I let on the bend for the flyer to hit so I could say Papa was in it.
Now, such a lie you told.
Yeah, it was full much sinful of me for all. Brendel, the policeman, conceded he ought to put me in jail.
The policeman, yes? He was here, Mama, behind you left. He said maybe he can get Jake out of it if only Papa turns up all right.
Oh, I'd go to jail sooner.
Papa'll be wonderful spited with his head hit so. He'll be some smutty from coal that way.
Oh, when I put him on the train, I conceded maybe he wouldn't come back ever. Them trains go wonderful far.
Oh, Jake, they come just as far back.
In a coal car yet. Jake, you'll soon be sorry. Zimmer! Zimmer! Zimmer!
Mr. Aukamp, a ghost you must be. A black ghost.
No ghost yet. Black with coal iron.
Yeah, but you're dead, we heard.
Dead still?
Yeah, train at the bend. It hit your automobile car. The gas tank blowed up. Jake, give it out that way.
Yeah, Jake. Jake got somewhat to answer for. Zimmer, you take me now in your truck?
Yeah, Mr. Aukamp.
Take me now to the cutoff at the new road.
Here, Mr. Aukamp?
Yeah, Zimmer. Here I get out.
You don't want I should take you home?
No, you go now. I got somewhat to do first.
Yeah, Mr. Aukamp.
You, Mr. There.
Yeah? What you want?
Where worked the head surveyor on this crew?
Oh, over there by the bend.
That's him? All alone there?
Yeah, that's him.
The Lord led me to him, where he works all alone by himself.
Say, listen, mister, he ain't taking on any more workers now.
The hand of God takes me to him now.
Suit yourself. Won't do you any good.
Good it will do me. Good it won't do him none.
Mrs. Oakham. Mrs. Oakham.
Mr. Simmons.
I seen him.
Papa?
Yeah, by the station I picked him up at. You brought him home now? No, Jake. He told me, leave him by the cutoff at the new road.
Mama, now he'll shoot Bill.
I learn you to do like you done with my daughter. I learn you.
Papa, did you do somewhat to Bill?
If I did?
Papa, tell me, please.
Tell you, Emma? For what?
Please, Papa.
So you are some surprised to see me back already.
Yeah, Papa.
You put out I'm dead. The gas tank blowed up. It gives nothing whatever of Papa. It gives more than ever of Papa now. So, Jake.
Yeah, Papa.
You thought to kill me still.
I was waxed a little only.
You was waxed? Think on that once.
Papa, ain't you doing me nothing now? The whip or what?
The whip? Ach, no, Jake. The whip is too good for you now. It gives a chain now. To tie you like a mad dog in the house only.
Oh, Papa.
And you, Emma, with the foreigner you thought to take up.
Papa, what have you done to him?
Too much freedom I give you before. It gives now no chance to take up with nobody at all ever.
Papa, it didn't give no chance before.
No? So how did Emma go already to the picture show with that gypsy? And you, Mama, with your visitors, the policeman, and Mrs. Yoder talking her mouth off the day long.
Papa, it was so little only.
Little or big? It's no more of such things now. Nobody come in this house or out the house either. The rest of your life now, you none of you do nothing without I say you can only. Understand? Understand, I said?
Yeah, Papa. Come in, so. Ach, Mr. Brendel.
Mr. Brendel. Oh, Mr. Brendel, please. Please take me with you to jail now.
It's all right, Jake.
But I tried to kill Papa. A real jail for the rest of my life I'd sooner have than this jail here.
It's your father I want, Jake, not you. You've got to come with me, Mr. Ocamp.
For why?
You know why.
Please, Mr. Brendel, what's he done?
The surveying crew found their foreman in a hollow near the cutoff. He'd been shot with a revolver.
Emma, she's so...
She's all right, Mrs. Ocamp. She's fainted.
Oh, poor Emma.
It's only a shoulder wound, Mrs. Ocamp.
Emma, drink some water now. Emma, it's all right. Still, he's not dead now.
Mama.
He's not dead, Emma. Papa didn't shoot straight.
You shot him, didn't you, Mr. Ocamp?
Yeah, I shot him. I had the right to shoot him. He disgraced my daughter.
Yeah? Well, tell that in court.
Yeah, I tell it still. I'll tell I was defending my own family. And they won't so much as put me in jail even.
They will, won't they, Mr. Brendel? They will put him in jail.
I don't know, Jake. You never can tell how juries will feel, especially about a man defending his own family.
Oh, if I'd hit him some harder only.
Come along, Mr. Ocamp.
I done the Lord's will, and I got nothing to fear. Yeah, I'll come along. But I'll be back soon. Soon I'll be back, and then I'll learn you all. Ah, telephonette. I'll remember that, too, behind I get back. Mama, make something about that ringing. Long you won't have it to make.
Yeah, Papa.
It's the doorbell now, Mama.
Oh, yeah. Come in.
Bill.
Oh, Emma.
Oh, Bill, are you all right?
Well, sure, Emma. Why wouldn't I be?
Papa didn't shoot you none.
He don't seem no way shot.
Who is this gypsy?
Say, what is this? What's going on here?
Is your name Renfield?
Why, no, officer. My name's Clayton.
Well, Mr. Ocamp, here's the man you should have shot.
For why I should have?
So you're Papa. Well, I thought you were dead.
No, he's not dead, but he's in plenty of trouble. Well, Mr. Ocamp, it looks like you shot the wrong man.
I asked him still. I asked him he was the headman for the crew in the cutoff. And with his lying mouth, he told me he was.
Say, wait a minute. Renfield was head man this afternoon. You must have shot him.
Yeah, but he didn't kill him none. Will they hang him now, Mr. Brendel?
Afraid not, Jake, but we can get him a nice long sentence in jail.
For why you can't?
Because you can't say you were defending your family from poor Renfield. He didn't even know your family.
Oh, Papa, you was so headlong always.
Come along, Ocamp, and come quickly. Walk ahead of me.
I'll show you once.
Put down that gun. Wait a minute. Get a rope, Jake. We gotta tie him. Grab that gun. All right.
No, you don't have to tie him in. So now, Papa, you go.
And when you come back, we'll have full much of devices and conveniences.
And when you come back, I'll be your son-in-law. Won't I, Emma?
You'll be nothing whatever to Papa. Only to me, you'll be everything.
You see, Papa, now we'll make things our way here. And when you come back, you make them our way, too. Or else don't bother to come back none at all.
In jail as soon as they then come back to this house full of vice and sin.
It gives no vice or sin in this house, Papa, once you're gone from it.
You set yourself against me?
I set myself fit the law.
You dares to put the law of man above the law of God himself?
No, Papa, not above the law of God, above your law only.
My law is God's law.
There you have wrong, Papa. Your law is your law only, and you ain't no ways God. Not no ways at all.
The curtain has fallen on the Theatre Guild on-the-air production of Papa Is All by Patterson Green, sponsored by the United States Steel Corporation. Oscar Homolka was starred as Papa, and Aileen McMahon as Mama. Emma was played by Peggy Conklin, Jake by Elliot Reed. And here is George Hicks with a word for you.
May I take this opportunity to wish each of you the finest, happiest kind of Christmas and the best of everything for 1947. And I'd also like to read you a very brief holiday message from Mr. Irving S. Olds, Chairman of the Board of U.S. Steel. With Christmas only a few days away, I should like to extend, on behalf of United States Steel Corporation, a greeting of best wishes for Christmas and the New Year to all you who are listening to this program, and to our 28,000 stockholders, and to the 275,000 men and women who are members of U.S. Steel's great family of workers in plants, mills, and offices all over the country. May each one of you enjoy fully the holiday season with those who are close and dear to you. And may God grant that you and your children shall always share in the blessings of Christmas, secure in the possession of the individual freedom given by the American way of life, a way of life that has produced better living and greater happiness for more people than any other the world has ever known. Now here is Roger Pryor with a word about next week's play.
Next week, ladies and gentlemen, the Theatre Guild on the Air presents the colorful melodrama Broadway by Philip Dunning and George Abbott, starring Academy Award winner James Dunn, whom you remember in A Tree Grows in Brooklyn and who is currently starred in That Brennan Girl, and Shirley Booth, star of many Broadway plays and radio programs. So be sure to listen next week when the Theatre Guild on the Air brings you Broadway. And now, on behalf of the Theatre Guild, let me extend Christmas greetings to friends in the theater, in radio, to our sponsor, the United States Steel Corporation, and to you.
Remember next week, Broadway by Philip Dunning and George Abbott, starring James Dunn and Shirley Booth and featuring Roger Pryor. And remember, too, that the trademark of United States Steel, USS, on any steel product is your guide to quality steel. The Theatre Guild on the Air is under the supervision of Teresa Helburn and Lawrence Langner, with Homer Fickett, director, Carol Irwin, production executive, and Armina Marshall, executive director of the radio department. Music was composed and conducted by Harold Levy, and the play was adapted by Peggy Lampson. Our cast included Mrs. Yoder, Enid Markey, Bill, Gary Merrill, Zimmer, Harold Dearnforth, Mr. Brendel, Guy Arbery, Mr. Yoder, Edwin Jerome, Mrs. Dinkelberger, Ida Heinemann, a bidder, Chester Stratton, and the auctioneer, Donald McDonald. Your announcer, Norman Brokenshire. The United States Steel Corporation hopes that you'll be with us next Sunday at the same time.
This is ABC.